lot of people in Conway know Chad, pretty funny cat. And then to my right here, Adam Franks, the owner, or one of the co-owners of Legion Scaffold. Yeah, we're in the Legion Scaffold broadcast studio right now, courtesy of Adam and Terry and all the team over here at Legion. So we appreciate that a great deal. So we're very excited to be here, man. It's an exciting day, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
We have been working hard behind the scenes. You can see by the set. We'll change some camera angles here. Show them some camera angles over there, Tommy. Yeah, we got a missing chair there. Little camera angles. So we got all kinds of good stuff going on here. We will have a call-in number probably starting tomorrow or the next day. Yeah, sometime this week we'll have that lined up. And then we'll be able to respond to all of your texts, your chats, different messages on social media. So go ahead and put them up there and let us know, how it sounds, what you're hearing, things like that. And let me just lay out a little bit of kind of what you can expect. First of all, I know everybody is waiting to hear what went down over at the station that sold its soul, right? And that's what everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know that, man. Everybody wants to know the answer. You're not getting it today, but you are getting it. We're going to do it. Yeah, we're going to do it probably the end of the week. I want to make sure that, we've got everybody at the table. I only want to tell the story once, but I promise you that I'm going to lay the facts out for you, and you may be surprised to hear what some of the facts are. I was damn sure surprised, but either way, it turned out pretty good. Here we are right now. And big thanks to Legion Scaffold. Big thanks to Game Time Wraps for this amazing spaceship that we're sitting in.
Yeah, they did a bang-up job.
Yes, this thing's awesome.
It really is, man. And, we'll show you more of it as we go, but I'm sure you've seen the pictures online. Big thanks to actually Fitz Auto. They have been amazing. They were the ones that stepped up first and said, hey, we'll back this, we'll support this. Let's go ahead and, fund your equipment. And they dropped several K, 5 of them to be specific, on that equipment that we've got here to make it sound as good as it could. So everybody has really stepped up. Spencer Consulting, LLC, they're the construction company that put this amazing Starship console together for us. And then James Chaney came in, got it all lit up for us. So it's, it's pretty amazing. It's been really a total team effort because I'm way too lazy to have done all of that. I can promise you. These guys really stepped up, came together, and made it happen. Wouldn't you agree?
Major group effort.
Yeah, no, it really has been a total team effort. And so now we're going to get back to the things that you know, that you love, that you want. I know you've been missing it in your morning. I hear it every single day. I get messages, people saying, man, it's a desert out there. It's tough out there. It's all hokey, cheesy crap, And by the way, just so you know, we're not beholden to the FCC in the way that we once were. And so you're going to hear just, a few things here and there. You might hear something like, I don't know, see if I can push a button and make this work.
A bullshit.
Yeah, you might hear that. It could happen, I'm sure you've heard that before. It's not going to melt anyone's ears to hear that. No, we're going to have a damn good time. Now, another thing, too, that's going to be coming up, and I want a lot of you guys to be thinking about this, is soon, you might think, hey, I want to be a co-host. I want to come up there. I want to be a guest on the show. I want to see what being a star is like and run my mouth on air. Well, we're going to give you a chance to do that. We're going to give you a chance to submit videos, 30-second video clips telling us why you should be on here. And we're going to start doing some of that, having some fun with some viewers and listeners and, bringing them in. But now we'll take a quick, super quick little transition here, and I'm going to do the news and talk about Legion Scaffolding a little bit. So let's make that happen right now.
Life hack. Bullhorn fart amplifier. Give me that bullhorn. Hey! Here you go. Yeah, I don't want it back now.
Patrick and the people.
All right. Let's do some news. I got some news lined up. Want to do some birthday stuff. First of all, I do want to wish a happy birthday to Ryan Jarrett. You might know Ryan from Sheridan. He's a manager over at AJ's Backhoe Service. So happy birthday to Ryan. And Daryl Hall. Adam, how old do you think Daryl Hall of Hall & Oates is?
74.
You man, you're close. 78. He's 78. All right. How old do you think Steve Young of the 49ers? Yeah. How old is Steve Young?
He's got to be about 65.
You're close. 63. 63, man. Steve Young is 63. Joan Cusack, that's John's sister, if you don't know. What has she played in? She played in School of Rock. Most people know her from that, being, I think, wasn't she the principal in School of Rock? Is that right? That's John's sister. Yeah, neither one of them would you want to get with, but her a little more than John, I think. Emily Deschanel's 48. All right. Oh, okay. Gunner is telling us over here that you guys need to make sure you're on mic when we're talking here so they can hear you. No, he's our professional coach here to make sure that everybody is doing what they're supposed to be doing.
We don't want to piss Gunner off.
Right?
No, we definitely don't want to do that. You don't want to piss off the G-Man. He's making everything happen. Let's get to some news here. A new poll shows the race for the White House is deadlocked. Former President Trump, Vice President Harris. Now, normally, if I were to say something like that or somebody else, you would catch this right here. Because we don't do that around here. We're not a political show, not a political candidate show. But for news purposes, we'll talk about it. Each received 48% support from likely voters in the latest NBC News poll. That was released yesterday. The survey released just 3 weeks before Election Day found some uncertainties, they say, with 10% of voters saying they might change their minds. Do you believe that? Do you believe at this point that anyone's going to change their mind, Ann?
I'm not going to say nothing because you're going to hit the button.
I was waiting to.
Yeah, I know better.
No, you think anyone's going to change their mind? I don't think anyone is going to change their mind at this point at all. I think they're locked in. I think they are where they are. They've chosen their candidate, and, either they'll let him win or they won't, or her, I should say. All right, let's talk about this then. I think that Jordan Peele is keeping details of his next horror film locked down. If you like his horror movies, and I do like his stuff, he said that he's got a new one coming out. Here's another thing of interest. Hey, a new survey finds 42% of parents of school-age kids are more stressed than ever about their kids' academic success. Well, are you shocked? Have you seen what's going on at schools?
Right.
Hell, I'd be scared just to send them there. I'd probably homeschool my kids at this point. Matter of fact,
I know a lot of people doing that now.
I think a lot of people probably are switching to that. Are you hearing that? Are you seeing that?
Yes.
Yeah, I am too. It says 82% of parents say they notice something concerning about their child on a monthly basis. Top concerns include safety, emotional well-being, social development, and behavioral issues. How about work ethic? Can we get that one in there anywhere?
Amen.
Jesus Christ, man, these folks don't want to work anymore. Is that wrong to say?
No, it's the truth.
It is the truth, isn't it? All right. President Joe Biden has toured the St. Pete Beach region in Florida yesterday and announced that $600 million in aid is going to be sent to areas affected by Hurricanes Milton and Helene. He said during a press conference, quote, "In moments like this, we come together, not as Democrats or Republicans, but as Americans. We are one United States." That should be true. That absolutely should be true. And you do usually in events like this, I think you often see the best in people. You see people come in to help. You see people saving people that are being washed away. You see people helping each other rebuild, helping each other get out. I mean, that is the greatest thing, is when the chips are down. It is hard to beat us as a country, I think, honestly. Now, Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas said last week that FEMA will be able to meet immediate needs, but they don't have enough money to last to the end of hurricane season on November 30th. Now, would anyone care to speculate where is that money?
I was going to ask you where all
Do you know where it is? I'm looking for it. Do you know where it is?
Probably these UFOs flying around.
It might be in the Ukraine somewhere. Could be in the Ukraine. Could be any number of places that could be useful here. I like to help the Ukrainians. I wouldn't mind helping the people over in Florida who now are standing on a pile of rubble. Domino's workers, hey, here's some of that good news. Last week, a pair of Domino's employees in Illinois saved an 8-year-old boy from an early morning house fire. After noticing the fire, Nasser Kanfar and Sarah Jones helped the dad rescue the kid. They broke a window, freed him from the burning home, and fortunately, no injury at all. That's a great story.
I'm just grateful for the person that ordered a pizza at 8 in the morning.
Right?
Who orders a pizza at 8 in
That's
the
what I was
morning?
thinking.
That is a great question, isn't it?
They were hungry.
You must say you got to be hungover to order a pizza at 8 in the morning, right? I mean, who else would do so? Anybody? Breakfast? Is it a breakfast pizza? That's what it was? Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Terrifier 3 won the weekend box office. Now, I don't know. Have you seen the Terrifier movies? Any of them?
I seen the first one.
You saw the first one. How about you, Chad? You hadn't seen them. Are you a horror movie person?
A little bit, not on the crazy, like the crazy.
And that is
scary.
crazy. I watched the first one, and I think I watched about half of the second one. It's kind of like Saw. The first one was great, and then every one after that, I never made it to the end of them. I'd try to watch Saw 2 or 3 or 72, whatever number it was, and I'd be like, man, I just
like
don't
the
want to
first
see
Saw.
people ground up and smashed up and, all that stuff.
Well, I think their first budget probably was $85.
Yeah, it probably was. Yeah, I don't think they had any lighting at all. No.
So
No, you're right.
They're doing a good job.
I think the first Terrifier budget was probably less than that.
That's what I mean.
Oh, that's what you mean, yeah.
They're making money.
Oh, no, they yeah, you're right. They're making money like Blair Witch made money.
Yes.
Yeah, Blair Witch had a budget of exactly $38.
It goes to show
No, it
you,
didn't. It
you can
didn't.
give anybody a camera and they can make money.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that, won't we? All right, let's. Hey, Deadpool and Wolverine have set yet another record. I know you're shocked by that. 3 months after the release, still setting records. It notched the highest-selling first week ever for an R-rated film. The previous record holder, of course, John Wick Chapter 4. But the movie's digital release was October 1st, and apparently it's going to be out on, all the, streaming services and things like that. Did you like Deadpool and Wolverine?
I like every Deadpool movie.
It's
I don't
hard.
know if they can make a bad one.
How they can't make a bad one. No, I mean they're really that good. What about you?
They're awesome.
Yeah, no, I think that Ryan Reynolds carved himself out quite an empire on that.
For sure.
And I guess he's going to be a bigger part of the Marvel universe in the next type of in the Marvel Secret Wars and all that.
It seems they're paving the road to that.
Yeah, for him to be part of it, which I'm down. Anytime you can get more smartass into Marvel movies, it makes it a lot better, doesn't it?
Right.
All right, let's hit some sports here real quick that you need. The weekend saw a real nail biter between a couple teams. Maybe you saw Oregon and Ohio State. Man, that was a straight
Banger.
I mean, it was, man. It was a straight punch out. It was just score after score after score. And I'm a Buckeye fan. I like the Buckeyes, but Oregon did come in and do it, man. They put it down. Now it's 32-31. I don't know what the rankings are today. LSU, though, also took down number 9 Ole Miss. You knew Ole Miss wasn't going to stay up there that long. They can't do it. Number 1 Texas smacked around number 18 Oklahoma 34-3.
Go Horns.
They put the whoop ass on the Sooners, man. Unranked Arizona beat number 16 Utah 27-19. So with all this, here's the revised AP Top 25. Number 1 Texas, 2 Oregon, 3 Penn State, 4 Ohio State, and 5 Georgia.
No Bama.
No Bama.
That's just weird to
Oh, well, now it is weird to hear,
Yeah,
but
that's-
I mean, look, if you ever wanted to ask if Nick Saban was a good coach, I think the answer is pretty clear now how good a coach he was, because all of a sudden they suck.
They just do something.
They
Not
suck.
on there.
Yeah, how does their schedule? I mean, their stats compare to ours right now? Do we have more wins than them,
No,
the
man.
Razorbacks?
They had a big win too, not too long ago.
Who'd they beat? Didn't Vandy step up and beat them? Isn't that who beat them? Vanderbilt? Vanderbilt, who's never beat a number 1 team in the history of the program. They carried their goalpost like 32 miles down to, I think it's 3 miles down to the river, and threw it in there. Who pays for the goalpost when they do that, by the way?
Man. The
Who pays
school-
for that?
The schools.
They just have to,
They fine them. It's like $1 million or 500,000 the first, 200,000 the second, or something like that.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's an expensive one. Speaking of Nick Saban, he called on the NCAA to institute a flop rule for college football. He didn't mince words. He said, look, there's a lot of players flopping in games that don't get a signal from the coach to do it to slow the game down. He said when the game got faster, everybody said if you get injured, stay down because we can't substitute fast enough. Now people are taking advantage of it. Well, you knew they were faking injuries to get timeouts. How long has that been going on? It's not exactly new, is it?
No.
No, I didn't think that was new either. Is there anything else in sports we need? Let's just take a look. Oh, yes, you do need to hear this, and I appreciate this. Do you know who Sydney Sweeney is, the actress? Very attractive actress. She's in a lot of movies now. She's really up and coming. But it appears that Sydney Sweeney has an admirer in the mascot
Oh, I seen
of
this.
the Oregon
I seen
Ducks.
this.
He shot his shot. He had a sign that read, Sydney Sweeney, call me back. Now, look, I'll give her this. She was pretty cool about it. She said, sorry, changed my number.
Right?
So at least he got a little love back
That was
from it. You
awesome.
know what I'm saying? That's good to hear. All right, we're going to do something here different in just 1 second.
Hi, found you.
What?
I didn't know you were gay.
I'm not.
I found you on Grinder.
Tinder. I'm on Tinder.
You're on Grinder.
That's why guys keep coming up to me in chaps.
Like these. Hey.
All right. So I guess it goes without saying that all of us, one of those things is bathroom experiences are unique to the individual. When you have a bathroom, we've all had those crazy, wild bathroom experiences. But when Adam came in yesterday, and where did you go? Where was it you went to? You went on a trip, didn't you?
Yeah, I was in Holden Wall, Tennessee.
What area?
Holden Wall.
Holden Wall.
Not hole in wall, but Holden Wall.
Holden Wall,
You
Tennessee.
never heard of it?
No, I guess not.
Me neither.
Oh, you hadn't. Why did you go there?
My
Did you
girlfriend-
lose a bet?
No, I went on a family trip.
Oh, okay.
I was tricked into going. They have a 20-mile flea market.
A 20-mile
20
flea market.
miles
20 miles of crap
Yes.
that other people are selling.
that you probably don't want to buy.
Yeah.
Or need.
But her family gets together.
Did you
They-
buy a nice set of china or maybe an old toaster or radio?
No, but I did buy that hat I showed you.
Oh, that hat was dope.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
big Texas hat you had yesterday?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, but check this out. So Adam tells me, he said, man, you're not going to believe what happened to me when we stopped at the gas station, had to go to the bathroom. Now, tee it up. Tell them, you lay it out, man.
I went into this little bathroom.
Uh-huh.
And as soon as you walk in, you notice the urinal's missing. The urinal is ripped out of the wall. So,
The urinal's ripped out of the wall.
Yes.
So Holden Wall is a very nice place.
yes, very, very. They had one toilet with a stall. So I go in there to go pee.
Yeah.
I'm standing there, and I hear the door.
Hold on. When you go in the stall to pee, do you still stand?
Yes,
You don't sit.
occasionally.
Okay.
Depends on how much I've been
Just,
drinking.
I mean, if I go in the stall, it just seems like if I shut the door, I should sit. But
Just hover there. If you seen that toilet, you probably wouldn't.
I
see it.
probably would. No, you're right. Now that you mention it, now.
But as I'm standing there peeing, I hear the door open, and somebody starts mumbling.
That's always
Yeah,
disconcerting.
yeah. I was like, okay. Then I hear the water faucet turn on. I finish my business and walk out, and there's a guy standing there, one leg hiked up, pissing in the sink.
He's peeing in the sink.
Yes. What concerned me about it, the look on his face, there was no shame, no nothing. He was like, man, my bad, I couldn't hold it.
At least
So
he
I
was
just,
honest, man.
kept going. I had to get out of there.
He just loped it over the sink and said, it's go time, baby.
Yes.
I'm doing it right now.
Hey, if you got to go, you got to go, I guess. I don't know.
Now, were you clever? Did you go, here, let me just wash my hands real quick. Do you mind?
No, I wanted out. I tried not to even make eye contact.
See, it's sterile. Just no, go ahead and, yeah, right there. Just
Already
get a little
warm.
soap right here. And that's hilarious, man.
Good times.
Is that the craziest thing that you've ever seen going into a bathroom or have had happen in a bathroom like that?
Top of my list.
Top of your list? I think one of the top of my list would be the time that I was in Michael's. And I'd gone to Michael's. I don't remember what for. I don't typically go to the craft store. But I was looking for something. And You know, it's about halfway through the store, and all of a sudden, you know, it just hit me. And I was like, oh, man, I got to go. And you know how that happens, man, right? I mean, you've had that happen where it's time to go, right? And there's nothing you can do. I'm almost I'm not quite at a run, but it's a mall walk, right? And so, and you know the kind where you're already loosening your belt before you even open the door because you know time is of the essence here. You don't have much time to get it, right?
Pre-gaming.
Yeah. So man, I bust in. There's the stall. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna make it. Barely make it. Boom. Get down, do my business. Realize there's no tickets.
Oh man.
There's no tickets here. They didn't have any. I literally had to Google the number and call the manager of Michael's as I'm on the crapper sitting there. And I said, hey, yeah, I'm a customer of yours. Okay. I said, I'm in your bathroom. Okay. I said, can you bring some toilet paper, please? You know how awkward of a call it is to call the manager of Michael's and have him bring you some TP?
Oh man.
And you know it was funky, too, when they came in, man.
Bet they were Johnny on the spot, though.
They were pretty quick. I'm not gonna lie. They were pretty quick. Yeah.
See, I would have let you sit there for about 10 minutes.
I've been cracking up.
Yeah.
Get the whole store sitting outside the door to cheer you on.
Yeah. No, that'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Hey, at least you weren't sitting on the sink.
Right.
No, I didn't have to do it on the sink. I didn't have to do that. Hey, look, joining us right now, it's Ronnie James, rock star Ronnie James. What's going on, Ronnie?
How you guys doing this morning?
How you doing, buddy?
It's a black thing. I was late.
Yeah, no, he's on that CPT, that color people time. We understand now. That's good, man. I get it. My wife operates in that same realm as well. If she's not late, something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? I used to, when we do comedy shows, I used to lie to her about the start of the show time just to get her to be on time. And then she figured it out, and it didn't matter anymore.
I've been to a couple of those.
Yeah.
I have. You guys are good.
Well, we have a good time. So what's going on in your world today, Ronnie?
Oh man,
What's new?
coffee.
Coffee, yeah. That's the order of the day, getting
brought
some coffee in.
I brought
Hey,
coffee.
we appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right. Hold on.
Life hack. Bullhorn fart amplifier.
Give me that bullhorn.
Hey!
Here you go.
Yeah, I don't want to back down.
Patrick and the people.
All right. Hey, I do want to mention, if you don't know, that Fitz Auto is one of our big sponsors. They helped us out a lot. Now, look, I have purchased 7 vehicles, I think, between me and the kids at Fitz Auto. And what I love about them is they're just everyday people like you and I. It doesn't matter if you've had some credit problems before. They can help you out. And they work with you on down payment. They work with you on, any kind of vehicle. They have SUVs, they have trucks, they everything you can imagine. They're late model, they're low mileage vehicles. The best vehicle I've ever bought is a Lexus SUV. It's now my son's SUV, and it's got maybe 225,000 miles on it. I bought it with about 65 on it. And man, I ain't ever had a problem out of that vehicle. So go to fitzauto.com if you're looking, or go to 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock. You can even start your app online right away and do it right there. You don't even have to go in. You can do your application online and, handle it like that.
That's one of our fleet trucks we bought there.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot that you did. Yeah. I've got a lot of friends or people that will message me and go, "Hey, do you really go to Fitz?" Yeah, no, I really do. And I ask everybody, please support them because they're helping us do what we're doing right here. And so we appreciate that a great deal.
Go Bill Fitz.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So I think the question now is, what the hell has been going on with me? What's going on with the show? What's happening? It's going to take us a little time to lay everything out to you. So the show will be a lot of the same, but a little bit of different too. It's a little bit of a mix. So, your sounds, your textures. Now, we don't have the same segments that we had previously, but we still do have some segments that might be kind of familiar. Like at 7:30, we'll have something called Wacka Do's in the News. Okay? Yeah. And then at 8:45, we'll have something called This Shit Ain't Funny. Again, we are FCC free here, so we can do that, and I appreciate you being understanding of that. But we're still going to do the same kind of segments, but we're going to get to talk about things a lot longer at certain times, talk about some great conspiracy theories, lay out some things, have some great longer conversations. And we've got, if you go over to patrickandthepeople.com, you can take a look at all of the different co-hosts that we have who are going to come in. You know, we're going to have different co-hosts in here every day. We're going to have different guests. For example, Thursday, Spencer Clausen of Big Brother fame will be coming in. He's going to hang out with us. He's a lot of fun if you don't know Spencer. Real good dude, and was a fun contestant, epic contestant on Big Brother. But he's from right here in Arkansas. Now he's a bigwig in the Conway government. But he'll be here Thursday. We've got on Friday, we've got Vantage Ruins coming in with their first live appearance. And hopefully, if everything goes well, we're going to do an acoustic performance. And we're still in negotiation right now to make sure if it can happen this Friday. But there's a very good chance I could be tased live on Friday.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Who wants to do it?
Huh?
Who's doing it?
Who's doing it?
Who's doing it?
Who's doing it? The answer to that question will be the Mayflower Chief of Police, I believe, or the Mayflower Police
It's gotta
Department.
be someone
No, it is definitely law enforcement. Yeah, make sure you're up on your mic like that, Ronnie, so we can hear you. It's law enforcement. He said to me, listen, this isn't a stun gun. This isn't the little pink Hello Kitty stun guns that they carry. He said, these are the kind you shoot. He said, so it's the real deal. He said, you might crap your pants. I said, well, let's do it at the end of the show then. That sounds like a reasonable thing to do. You don't want to do that mid-show and have you guys sit around with a smush patty hovering in my pants the rest of the morning. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I can handle
Bring
that.
some huggies with you.
Bring some huggies with you. But I always wanted to do it at the station that sold its soul. But as always, the attorneys got in the way there and said, no, there's too much liability. You might die. But if I do, just think about the ratings. I mean, that's going to be the best live stream ever. That TikTok will be awesome. I'll finally be the most viral I could ever be. I just, boom, fall out right here in the show.
Way to fame right there.
Oh, way to fame.
Yeah, that's the way, you got to take the road you can take, man.
I know.
The road less traveled, the one that involves pain.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Devoted.
Well, I think that I'm going to try to up the ante and do different stunts, different ways that
I used
I
to
can
be a
get messed
stunt
up.
man.
Are we gonna change your name to Stuntman Patrick?
No,
Can we do that?
but I've got a cover-up tattoo that my friend Mark Schusterbauer over at Level 33 Tattoo has been doing, and I was talking to him yesterday, and he said, "Man, we need to get that finished up." I said, "Maybe I should let you punish me and make me try to do it." Talk on air while you're giving me a tattoo.
You're finally
Actually
getting
do
that
the show.
butterfly? Finally getting the butterfly covered.
Yeah, no, I'm getting the butterfly covered up. It was the rainbow butterfly, and I wanted something bigger. I wanted a platypus to represent how I identify now. I do identify as a platypus, if you don't know. I probably hadn't told everybody that. That is a little something new that happened to me in the time I was gone. If you don't see the duck bill, it is there. I do have a beaver tail. Yeah, no, I do. I am a platypus, so don't ever question that.
Oh man.
So, Adam, let's talk a little bit about Legion and about what you do, because Legion Scaffolding, by the way, if you are, let's say, well, not just construction, but any kind of company, let's say you had a large church that you had to change all the lights out, you might think, how does that happen? Well, a lot of times it involves scaffolding, right? Yeah, or you might have a dam that you need scaffolding hung on the side of, or a bridge, or a large building, something like that. I mean, what would you not build a scaffold around?
I have not found anything yet that we go, no, we can't do that, or we won't do it.
Yeah.
So,
Now, what's the biggest scaffold you'd say you've ever done?
inside boilers, right now I got guys on the way to Idaho, to American Falls. We got a big one out there for the TVA, for the government.
Tennessee Valley
Association.
That's their energy company, right?
So
So you're doing a big one out there.
yeah, got crews everywhere.
Who all uses? Let me ask this because somebody might not know. Who all uses scaffolding? Where all does it come into play?
Pretty much any construction company that doesn't want their employees to get hurt
Yeah,
calls us.
calls you. Yeah.
Safety guys.
Yes, we go in, get them up in the air so they don't have to work off a ladder and fall and break their neck. So,
And you know that not only can it hurt somebody, but the fact of the matter is, if it does happen, your safety rating as a construction company will plummet, and that's a huge factor.
oh, it'll put you out of business.
Yeah, I mean, it really will. It'll kill you.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, how long have you been doing scaffolding? Like your whole life?
24 years, 25? Since I was 20, so 24 years.
24 years. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Nobody does anything almost for 24 years anymore.
Well, my partner, Kerry, he's been doing it the same. We hired in around the same time.
Yeah.
You know, he went off to Alaska, and he's worked on the oil rigs. I work mostly in the powerhouses.
Okay. Okay. So they do scaffold on oil rigs too?
Yes.
And what is the scaffolding on an oil rig? Is that to build up to as they build the drill or what?
Well, no, it's out on the ocean. If a valve breaks or,
Okay.
stuff breaks all the time.
Oh, okay.
So we got to get them up there to repair it.
Oh, wow. I would have never thought about scaffolding on a ship.
I wouldn't either.
That's pretty wild.
Up there rocking.
Yeah.
Now, Chad over here has piercings by Chad. Now tell him where you're located.
I'm at 1008 East Oak in Conway.
Now, I want you to know, I asked Chad the other day, I did a little field research for you guys, and if you guys out there want to get your hammer done, Chad's not down with that. I'm just letting you know. Chad said he doesn't pierce hammers, okay? So, now, ladies, you're good, but
He goes all in there, doesn't he?
no, I asked him, I said, you never pierced a scrote boat or do a Prince Albert?
I missed that day at school, man.
He said he didn't go to school on that day. Yeah, that would be weird, man. I mean, it's any of it's weird in that region, to be honest with you.
I was sick that day, man.
What's all right? So you got to tell us what's the oddest piercing you've ever administered?
Man, some people come in with some wild requests. Sometimes you gotta be able to say no.
Well, what have you said no to?
Oh man, there's like a geech, like in between your.
Oh, the gooch. The gooch. He's talking about the taint, the fleshy fun bridge.
I can't do that, man. Like, no part of being in somebody's butt is.
Oh,
man.
Oh my God, no! Who would want to?
I'm
Why
wondering.
would you want to do that?
No, sir.
Is that a new trend or something?
I'd try not to even.
Is that why they bleach it so they can put an ornament on it?
Decorative.
Get your little
Clean that
dazzle
thing up a
ball
little
back
bit.
in.
Get you an OnlyFans, shine it up. And they can put a logo on it like this, get it wrapped.
That's a whammy.
So what's the most common thing? That people get their ears pierced, their nose pierced?
Noses right now are really, really popular.
Yeah, he just pierced my wife's nose the other day. It's weird to say another man pierced my wife, but
It was a pleasure.
huh?
I said it was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure indeed. I enjoyed watching her get pain, I'll tell you that. Anytime I can see that, it's a
I liked
win
it a
for
little
me.
bit.
Yeah. Now, do you have any piercings that aren't visible here?
Negative.
No. How about yourself, Ronnie?
I did have a nipple
No,
ring
I do not.
You had a nipple ring.
when I was in high school.
Oh, when you were
But
in
it
high
got
school.
ripped out on a tube on the Arkansas River.
Yeah. It got. How did that happen?
I was tubing. It got hung on the inner tube.
That's
On the
painful.
inner tube.
Yes.
It's a round piece of.
No, mine had the little,
No, I mean but the tube's just a round.
but it's
flat
got
thing.
ropes and all that.
Oh, you like grab the rope and bing.
And my buddy, I'm yelling at him to stop. And he's
Yeah, because
thinking
your
it is.
nipple's in the bottom of the boat now.
So he guns it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he gunned it. That's a good dude.
Yeah.
You remember that guy at the fair? Did they still do that to you when you get on the Himalayan at the fair? That's the one that goes around and they play all the music and they go, y'all want to go faster? And then everybody.
Oh, man, yeah.
You know the one I'm
Yes,
talking
I
about?
know exactly.
I'm always in it with some fat guy. And it's going around at light speed, and he's just smashing into me, and I'm smelling nothing but BO and butt crack. And he's like, "You want to go faster?" I'm like, "No, I just want off. I want off the ride."
Yeah. They don't stop though.
No.
No, they never stop. They think it's hilarious.
So, do you remember back in the 80s, the rockers used to wear the nipple ring that attached to the ear?
No,
I've seen pictures. I've seen pictures.
no, I don't know of any such thing. You remember that?
The chains are starting to come back now. They're doing the chains across the nose and stuff like that in the ear. They're
Really?
starting to come back now.
I was thinking about having a piercing like that once. You know,
Why?
part of it.
What happens if you turn your head too much though? Like,
I was thinking about throwing the guitar around my back and get caught up in your chain or something.
right?
Yeah. Cinderella
A chain from where to where?
Nipple to ear.
to ear. It just wrapped around, just like your belt loop.
Like your wallet?
What about your shirt?
Well, it was all a part of the. Well,
That just
usually
seems
we
like
didn't wear shirts
problematic.
back then, you know, in the '80s. The rock.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'll be
That was
honest.
a different era though.
No,
man.
it was. Yeah, I look. I love Van Halen. I love Def Leppard. I love all that. But if you go back right now and you watch a Van Halen
Oh
video,
my God.
they look like the fruitiest dudes you've ever seen in your damn life. They're wearing mesh
Makeup,
shirts,
lipstick.
skin tight pants.
But it was so socially.
No,
sociably
It
accepted.
was.
No, it
Vince
was,
Neil
yeah.
was the hottest chick in the
Yeah,
80s.
Exactly. With the wild hair.
Oh, yeah. No, Vince
Big
Neil was
hair.
hot. You were like, that's a hot chick right there. I would hit that.
No, I tell that.
Huh? I mean, I thought Vince was a chick for like 2 years. I was trying to date her.
Really? You wrote? You
Had him on the wall.
Huh?
You wrote Vince Neil? Posters back there.
No, man, I remember having that. My mom, that was the worst. Must have been the worst point in her life with me as her kid when all of a sudden Motley Crue "Shout at the Devil" comes out, and I'm in there banging my head, "Ba-na-na, shout at the devil," and I'm like, "Listen to this, Mom," and she's like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, what are you going back to church?
Bring
Yeah,
the holy
you're
water.
not listening to no more Rick Springfield, no Def Leppard, no Van Halen, no nothing."
No big hair music.
Now, then my grandma brought me this book, and I don't know where she got it. It was the greatest book. I mean, it was some of the greatest comedy I've ever read in my life. It was this book. It was an anti-rock and roll book called The God of Rock, and it would go through the lyrics of songs and tell you what they really meant.
They really need to hear.
And I was like, I didn't know what they meant. I was like, this is awesome. I didn't know "I Can't Get No Satisfaction" was about a chick on her period. Did you know that? I didn't when I was 13. I was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, there was, or did you know what a pearl necklace? You thought she went to Jared's for that? She didn't go to Jared's for that.
No, she went to Jared.
Well, she went to Jared, not Jared's.
Not
Yeah.
Jared's, but
Yeah.
Jared.
That's right. That's right. Or get a little tush.
Every time you see an old lady with one of them
I think it was Tyrone.
Tyrone.
wrong.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let's talk about this. My wife sent me. Hold on. Gunner's trying to tell me something. What are you trying to tell? Oh, except for me? Okay, well, that's because I know what I'm doing
You're a
here. I'm
professional.
Yeah, you're the only one knows what you're doing up here, man.
I don't know how much more coaching I can go than put your lips up on it like you're trying to get friendly. You know what I mean?
You gotta make eye contact while you're
Yeah, yeah. Do you want me to hold it while you do that? Is that better? I
We need
mean,
a pause button in here, man.
we get a pause button. No, we should use the pause. My son's not do that all the time. What?
Yeah.
You just start
that
all over,
conversation
yeah.
all over, man.
Yeah, we just started all over. All right. So listen, my wife sent me this link, and I was like, this is crazy. Okay, this is in Benton. All right, now, by the way, I'm back in the SC. I moved back to Benton. So,
wow,
yeah, that's right. I am back in Benton, baby. You missed me. I'm back. I knew it was good when I went to the gas station and the girls asked for a picture. I was like, yeah, I'm back home. This is the best right here. Yeah, I was just shy of getting some free gas or something, you know. But anyway, she sent me that they have this Benton, Arkansas Rants and Raves. It's some kind of forum on Facebook. And listen to this. This lady said that she went to Tindle Park. Now, do you know what Tindle Park is? Does everybody know? Okay. Tindle Park in Benton is just it's a regular park. It's got some swings. It's got basketball courts. It's got a skate park. It's got a little performance amphitheater and all that. But it's just an area where people go to, hang out, have fun, play, whatever. Said, went to Tindle Park trying to enjoy the nice weather with my youngest when a teenager dressed up as a furry dog/wolf asking kids if they want to take them for a walk. Then said teenager puts a spray bottle between her legs, lifts her leg, acting like she's peeing on the slide.
What?
The lady said, I'm all for freedom of expression, but come on. It's finally now. It's nice outside. Don't ruin it for us. Now, the comments, as you can imagine, got hot real fast.
That somebody should have called the dog pound.
That was the number one comment right there. Call animal control. Look, what are you doing out here in your dog, coyote, wolf costume?
She identifies as a dog. I mean,
That's fine, but do you try to ask the other kids to take you for a walk? You got to pee on the slide? You got to pretend to pee on the slide?
oh my God, these people.
Did she crap in a corner of the sandbox somewhere?
That's like full sin.
They're
Like,
broken.
that's 100% committed right there.
That is. I mean, actually, it is.
I
If
wondered-
you're going to identify something,
No, I mean,
go all the way.
I do
Yeah,
appreciate that. I mean, I
That's
guess.
dangerous though, because where I'm from in Redfield, if they see a wolf, they're gonna shoot.
They're gonna shoot it. That's a nuisance,
Yes.
man.
Well,
So if you shoot,
no, it's dangerous in Lane County because they shoot on first sight anyway. They
Right,
don't even
right.
care.
That's true.
Yeah, you know, you got a furry come up to your kid. I'm like, listen, kid, you're taking your life in your hands in Benton. You bring your furry ass up to someone's kid, they might
Put a
they,
cap
they
in
might
your
put you
ass.
in a cage in the back of the truck and take you somewhere.
So how old was this person?
Teenager. Oh, he said, oh.
old enough to
explains
know
it.
better.
Probably at the older age though. Probably like 17.
Can you imagine though how difficult it must be to be a teacher today when you have a kid show up in their furry outfit and you got to call them, you know, Princess Ruff Ruff or whatever?
Put a litter box in the room for them.
You give them,
I
like,
don't know
treats.
about that
You
much.
Give them like treats instead of putting stickers on their stuff. Like you
They,
give 'em, like, little
yeah,
doggy treats.
they have little dog biscuits when they get something right, when they
get
spell a
they
word
get
right.
They get a little rowdy. Give them a little CBD treat.
Yeah.
No more gold stars.
No more gold stars for you.
I think that, you know, I just think that we should be able to treat them appropriately. Like, if you're going to identify as a dog, I should be able to use a rolled up newspaper to discourage you from certain behavior.
Get out, bitch.
Yeah, you do exactly what you would do at home with your own dogs.
Yeah. Whoop that ass. That's what I do.
Right.
Put it in the kennel. Tell it to behave. Have you had any furries you had to pierce yet?
No, thank God.
No.
No. Well,
Well, don't say thank God. You'd love to have all the furries come in there to get pierced, wouldn't you? They pay, man. They got money. I mean, it's no different.
I've never had nobody dress up though. That'd be kind of wild, man. It's just
Would
never-
you
it's-
would you
I
pierce
just-
Spider-Man?
I would pierce. It's just never.
You
happened.
pierce Spider-Man.
It's just never happened yet.
Okay.
It's probably in the future.
And now it's gonna happen.
No, it's not now.
No.
Now you're going to get them they're all coming there now. Everybody's coming there. It's going to be a furry convention
piercings.
at Piercings by Chad in
Just gonna
Conway.
call it fur piercings by Chad.
First 5 furries, free piercings
There we
by
go.
Chad.
There we go.
That's what we're going to do.
I think that could happen.
I think he's gonna try to make that happen.
Yeah.
I think it can happen.
All right, hold on. Let's do this real quick and wash our palates of our terrible
Right.
selves.
Brought to you by that gunk in the back of your throat. That gunk in the back of your throat. Some today.
All right. Let's talk about one of our sponsors here that we've got. I want to talk to you just for a second about Reed Law Firm. Now, maybe you've been injured by someone. You deserve justice. You deserve the peace of mind that comes with knowing someone's fighting for you as hard as they can. You deserve an attorney look at these clowns. He'll be your guide. Who's obsessed with helping you get your life back on track. Now, look, Tim's not some kind of fictional character that you don't see other than on commercials. He's not showing up on a billboard with his dog. He and his team are real. They take pride in being accessible and communicative. As a matter of fact, Tim said we regularly talk to our clients via text, email, phone call, whatever the client prefers. So if you've been injured, check out reedfirm.com. You can give them a call, 501-777-7333. Again, reedfirm.com. Tim's good people over there. He is good people over there. All right. Let's talk a little entertainment. Let's talk about the world of Diddy.
Oh,
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. So
No
listen.
baby oil.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute.
What?
Get it out there. Let's talk about Diddy, guys.
Well, we are going to talk about Diddy. I absolutely want to talk about Diddy. I see you seem very invested. Did you do a freak out party or
I
whatever?
never went to one, but
You don't know Diddy?
no, I don't know Diddy like that.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Did he or didn't he? That's the question. No, he did.
He did.
He did.
He did
I
it.
see that a lot of the celebrities are already paying out to make sure that nothing hits the news.
Man, this is
A lot of them look suspect too, man.
They said the name. They said there were a lot of celebrity names that were bigger than Diddy. That they were bigger celebrities. They were names that everybody knew.
Be some moguls.
Who do you think it might be? Who do you think could have been in there that you think of that's that big?
I heard
Some of
this
them
morning
music-
Nick Cannon come out and said
Yes.
he used to go to the parties.
Yeah.
But he
17.
went to just the party.
pre-party.
Yes, not
Yeah.
the freak offs.
Yeah.
Different.
not the parties in the back.
Yeah.
No,
Which I would say the
What
same
kind of
thing
parties
if-
in the
no,
back, man?
he's been having plenty of parties. I mean, how many kids has that dude got? Like 38 now? I mean, he's got a lot of kids. But who do you think it's politicians? Do you think?
sure.
Yeah, you think so?
They said there's pastors, politicians, like a little.
Where, by the way, where is the Epstein list? Has anybody seen that one yet?
Oh man.
Right next to the Diddy list.
Right.
Oh, right next to the Diddy list. Yeah, no, that's where that is.
Do you think Diddy's gonna come up like Epstein? That's the question.
Well, no, I don't think. I think they'd love for him to.
Yes, I think
They'd love for him to, but now if it starts to get too much, maybe. But look, these celebrities are already paying out. They don't. Yeah, I think Diddy's bag is he liked to watch and he liked to make his own matches. He'd like to go, I want to see this celebrity
This one.
do this
That
celebrity
Yeah.
in front of me
Yeah.
with this one.
Yeah.
You know, and I think he kind of went to a little buffet and picked it. Well, I mean, it could be sick, but I mean, I don't know what Kate Upton and Oprah look like together, bro.
Diddy probably does.
Diddy probably
Right,
does.
right.
Yeah, Diddy's seen that. Yeah, he's seen that.
God.
He's seen Oprah naked. I'm not sure that that's something anybody really wanted today.
PTSD.
You know who has the worst timing ever? It's R. Kelly.
Oh my God.
Yeah, trying to get his sentence cut in the middle of the Diddy thing was the worst. It's like, oh man, no, you knew it wasn't going to happen for you now. No, Kels is never getting out now. Thanks, Diddy, for that.
They denied him like what, 50 million to get out, $50 million bail.
Yeah.
he ain't
No,
going
there's no getting out right now.
He ain't
He's
going
not getting.
nowhere.
He bought 1,000 bottles of
Baby oil.
and said he bought it at Costco. When Costco comes out and goes, no, he didn't get it here. That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, that's real bad.
Now, in fairness, let me say this in fairness, Ronnie, I think you can back me up, okay? Black folks use a lot more lotion and oil on their skin than we do.
Yes, we do.
But not 1,000 bottles.
No, you don't think that's he just maybe bought the economy size just to keep his
I
skin
would
good?
think he bought the economy size.
Yeah, you just think he bought a family pack to keep his skin good.
Yeah, I actually do, and I
Yeah.
think they sold it to him.
It was probably on sale.
It was
Yeah.
on sale.
Yeah, because you're not going to use baby oil for that. You're going to use Swiss Navy. You know what I mean? Because it's much better. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, I don't know what that is. I'm just saying. You know. Did y'all hear about Brantley Gilbert? Brantley Gilbert, you know, he's a country star. Right? A lot of people know Brantley Gilbert. He's pretty popular. Looks like he's a real jerk to his fans, I guess. Yeah, because he left in the middle of a concert. Apparently his wife was giving birth, and he thought that was more important.
Wait, hold on now.
How dare him?
Yeah.
What a piece of crap to leave in the middle of a performance. Like, you knew it was going to happen anyway, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Should've
Finish the
scheduled that.
song,
Right,
man.
right.
That around.
We paid for tickets,
Yeah,
bro.
we paid for tickets.
We're not coming back.
He probably lost about half his fans on that one, didn't he?
What do you think about David Grohl?
David Grohl, what'd he do?
You do not know what he did.
Dave Grohl?
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, what'd he do? Well, tell me what he did.
Suspense.
I know, right?
He had another baby, not by his wife.
Oh, okay.
He's got a love child.
He got a love child. Oh, really?
Uh-oh.
And this is shocking because everybody loved Dave Grohl?
He's a rock star.
He's a
man.
rock star. I expect he's got kids all over the
Yeah.
planet. I think you got kids all over the planet, Ronnie.
I know I don't.
He said, I know I don't because I'm not paying for them.
That's what every guilty person, I swear.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't, you know.
I am not the father.
Yeah, no, I was not shocked by that at all. I tell you what was shocking to see was Perry Farrell punching Dave Navarro.
Really?
Yeah, on stage.
I didn't know he
Yeah.
had it in
Oh,
him.
yeah. Perry Farrell. No, he's kind of a wuss, man. He had one good. Honestly, he had one good song. Been Caught Stealing. That's the only song I like by
Oh,
him.
I didn't know who you were talking about, but I did see that.
You saw that?
yeah.
I don't know what Dave Navarro did. It's just that smug look. Maybe he gets on his face. I don't know.
Everybody wants to fight him now.
Dave Navarro? Was it Ink Master that did it? What did it?
Probably.
Because I know, look, I love Ink Master, but he was a much better host than Joe Madden. Joe Madden, look, I just want him to leave. Like, you're barely a rock star as it
Right,
is.
yes,
What are
yes.
you even doing here,
Right.
man? You ain't got anybody else that has tattoos that can host this, because he's about as vanilla as it gets. When they talk about white people, they talk about that dude.
That's him.
Yes.
Yeah, he's that white guy. Yeah, for real.
He comes right up in the magazine.
Yeah. He's a weird looking cat though. But you know what? He was with Carmen
That's
Electra.
what I was just fixing to say.
He was with Carmen
That gets
Electra.
you credit right there.
Then no, that's mad credit right there. Now I know some of you young folks don't know who that is, but go back and look at Carmen Electra circa the '90s.
Yes.
Lots of boys had posters on their wall and fantasies in their bed about Carmen Electra. That's for sure. And that dude was pulling that off. He also, I think, was a bassist for Red Hot Chili Peppers for like all of one album or
I
something.
didn't even know that.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, he was a
I
bassist.
should have knew that, but I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where Flea was or what was going on, or if he was a second one, or how that works out. I think maybe he's a guitarist. Hell, I don't know what he plays, to be honest with you. I just know him from, Ink Master. That's all I know him from.
I did a tour last year with the guy from a band called The Lions Within,
Okay.
and we were in South Dakota.
Okay.
An outside show one night, and this guy looks exactly like him.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of cops standing around, and me and him was over by the merch table, and the female cop kept going, "Is that who I think it is?" And I said, "Go with it, go."
Run with it.
Exactly. That's what I try to tell my son. That's what I try to tell my son. I'm like,
Go with it.
all these girls think he's Bad Bunny, and I'm like, just say I am. Yeah, no, you just nod your head. Say hola, amiga. You know what I mean?
Get away from the situation after that. You know,
Yeah.
you can't get caught in the lie.
Is that like
can't
stolen
get caught
valor?
in the
Well, you
lie.
can after. I
Not,
mean,
not
Just
with
get
cops.
back on the bus when you're leaving.
yeah, you just bounce. I mean, that's what you do. I mean, you just bounce, right? All right, let's take a quick change, and we're gonna do Wacka Do's in the news, and yeah, that's a bit where we talk about the bad things or stupid things happening to people. You know what I'm talking about. We'll be right back.
He's an imbecile. Well, he's our imbecile now.
Patrick and the people.
All right, let's see here. Let's see if I can make this actually work. This button. Hold on 1 second.
Technical.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
A bullshit. A bullshit.
This is the segment, not like the other. People do stupid shit, you say, oh brother. Hey, it's not a copy or a clone of any previous bit. But if you think so, hey, we don't give a shit. Yeah. Wacka Do in the news. Hey, that worked out. That worked out pretty good. That worked out. That's the worst intro I've ever heard in my life, by the way. If you're wondering, that's absolutely.
We set the ball.
Yeah, no, that's just terrible. I should have done a better job. I'm ashamed of myself. And, that's not going to get it done. But I'm not changing it. I'm not ever going to change it. It's too good. All right, let's get to some stupid people and what's going on with them. Check this out. Someone got access to Ecovac's D-Bot X2 Omni robotic vacuum across several U.S. cities earlier this year and used them to chase pets
Oh, that's awesome.
and yell racist slurs at their owners.
Really?
The vacuums are attacking the pets, going after the pets, scaring them. They're yelling things at people. They're hacking into vacuums just to annoy people.
Do you have
That is
one?
taking trolling to a whole other level.
They are
Do you have
very
one of these
bored.
things?
Yeah.
Huh?
Do you have one of those in your house? Like the
Hell no, I don't have a robotic. Are you kidding me?
I've had one.
I've had one too. That's what
No, I do have a Dyson
own
though.
one.
Dysons are
Man,
they're nice.
I'm a look. When
They're
Laura
nice.
told me how much it was, I was like, "Listen, I'll kill you." But
they're
it
nice,
really is
man.
that good. I mean, it's
I love my Dyson.
it sucks hard.
Yes,
Pause.
Pause.
Pause. Okay, so hold on. The outlet spoke with multiple people about this, but the guy said something started coming from the robot speaker after he reset his password and rebooted the robot. It started again, only this time it was clearly a voice. He thinks a teenager yelling slurs. ABC said it happened from owners from El Paso, LA, all over the place. And I guess they were using D-Bot to chase a dog around the house. That's pretty funny. All right. Sunnyfields Farm near Taunton, Hampshire, Britain now holds the Guinness record for the largest pumpkin mosaic. And nobody gives a damn about that. No, I'm not even talking about
What the
that.
hell's a pumpkin mosaic?
I don't know. I don't care. Who cares? Nobody cares about that. Let's move on. Sean Greasley, though, of Las Vegas, Nevada, spent 23 hours going up and down the stairs in his home to break a Guinness World Record for the fastest time to ascend and descend the height of Mount Everest on stairs. That means he had to climb and descend 29,031 feet and 5.5 inches on the stairs in his home to match the height of the world's tallest mountain.
Wow.
He live streamed it. That means people watched him for almost 23 hours going up and down his stairs like he was on Mount Everest.
That's like going hiking but being scared to go outside.
It's like, why didn't you just climb Mount Everest, you
Just climb a
pussy?
mountain. What the?
Why don't you go get a
that's not-
Sherpa and
it's
get up
not
the
the-
mountain?
Well,
It's not the
safer.
same.
It is safer.
What? What's not the same?
It's safer.
It's warmer too.
Just go climb the mountain.
Yeah, no, I'm saying just go climb. If you're going to do it, do it. All right, let's talk about this. There's an article. Oh, no, there's an artistic penile controversy. Oh, I do love this. Penile controversies are high on my list of things I like. It's popped up in the heart of Naples, Italy. It's a 12-foot art installation created by designer Gaetano Pesce. It's supposed to be a tribute to some character, but that's not what people see. And if you look at the picture, it looks like a giant, massive penis. I mean, it just looks like a big dong, a Johnson, and a happy Johnson at that. I mean, hold on. Yeah, look, you look. You look.
Smile on the face.
The guy that created that thing went, gotcha.
What is that?
Yes.
What else could that be? There's nothing else in the world it could be if you could see it.
That's pretty wild, man.
Yeah. There's nothing else it could be. And so apparently he's getting a lot of criticism for this, as you might imagine. It says it's become a hot topic. A lot of people are complaining, asking them to remove that.
Remove that.
Yeah, they want him to remove that.
They just said that.
All right. Prior to the arrival of Hurricane Milton, photos went viral of a home where a man had literally strapped the house to the ground with heavy-duty restraints.
What?
Yeah, Pedro Casares is that homeowner. He said he spent $22,000
On ratchet strap.
on these plastic straps, same kind that you secure cargo on a freight ship.
Did it work?
Well, I don't know. His daughter was pleased to report that the home security precautions paid off. There was no damage to the home from the storm. Now, some commenters are suggesting the family go into business and do it for other people.
Strap it down, baby.
I saw
Strap it up.
It worked. If it works, go with it.
I saw people putting some kind of, I don't know if they were paved stones or some kind of big rocks up on their weights up on their roofs to try to keep the roofs from blowing.
I've seen guys taking their cars and putting like visqueen, completely wrapping their cars in their garage like it's going to keep the water out. Like, what does that?
That doesn't work.
I'm like, what are you doing, man? And they'd be like Lamborghinis, and you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing?
Did you see where they were warning all the people about the Teslas if the salt water came in contact with the battery? It just ignites. Yeah, it's just gone.
You know, those batteries are somewhere around 60 grand.
They're expensive.
They're very
That's the main
expensive.
price of the car.
Well,
That is
yeah.
the car.
And here's the thing is, and maybe they last forever. Who knows right now?
10 years, I think.
That's what they say is 10 years. But if that thing goes down, let's say you bought it used, right? And all of a sudden you got to replace the battery. It's no less than $20,000 to put a battery in
And
that.
where do you take it? There's no Tesla places around.
Well,
here, is there?
Tesla, you have to have it taken to a Tesla authorized
I think
repair
Memphis-
center.
I think Memphis.
Yeah,
is
I think the
close.
closest one is in Tennessee. So if you got a Tesla, now there may be Tesla owners out here who can tell better about that. I'm not sure how that works, but I don't know of any Tesla repair places around here.
We drive Hemis.
We drive Hemis. You're the problem. You're the problem. You know, I always say he drives a Challenger. I say,
I'm not the only one, man. He's got one too.
no, his girl has one too. Yeah. Look, I always say this: the Dodge Challenger. Not everybody who has one is an asshole,
We're assholes.
but it is the official car of assholes,
Yes, we're assholes.
without a doubt. Yeah. When I had the Vet.
So he's calling you an asshole.
Oh,
No, not at all. Not at all.
A bullshit.
Oh, bullshit.
What were we talking about?
The car.
Yes. Yeah. I got lost for a second. Sorry.
Bullshit.
Bull. I'm having too damn much fun today. I'm having too. Let's stop for just a second here, and we're going to come back and do some more of that. But I do need to mention one of our sponsors right here that I want to talk about, Spencer Consulting. Now, they helped build it, or they did build this desk, and they did a great job for me. But it is badass. They do a lot of renovations and, home renovations, and they work with me on a lot of flip house projects. If you don't know, I am a real estate agent. So, by the way, shameless plug, if you're looking to buy a house or sell a house, call me and let me help you with that. Trust me, A, you won't have more fun, and B, who else would you want negotiating a deal for you?
Right. Angry Patrick.
Yeah, you want me to negotiate for you, trust me. But I use these guys all the time for investors that buy and flip houses. So Spencer Consulting LLC is their name. Randy and Sean Spencer are the brothers that own it. And if you guys are thinking about maybe investing and doing a flip home, a lot of people are doing that now. And I'll tell you why that they do is because you can buy a house that needs to be renovated for significantly less, and then you make it exactly what you want, instead of just looking around for what you want and going, well, it's got this, but doesn't have that. It's got this, but doesn't have that. When you renovate it, you pick everything. You pick your colors, you pick all that stuff. So a lot of people are kind of catching on to that. Oh, I can buy a house for much less expensive if it needs renovation. Do the renovation, package it all into one loan, and boom, you're out there with a house. It's exactly the way you wanted it to look. But check out Spencer Consulting. They're amazing at what they do. And one more thing, if you do buy a house and you're going to move, you're going to need a reliable, trustworthy moving company. Look no further than Metro Moving. They specialize in helping people move across town, even out of state. They've got a team of professionals. They'll make sure that your belongings are safe and secure through the whole process. They'll do all the heavy lifting, even if you don't want to pack. Maybe you're lazy. Maybe you don't want to pack. Maybe you got it like that. That's cool. They can do that too. They look forward to helping your move go stress-free. It's metromoving.co. That's C-O. There's no M, because the only M you need is Metro Moving. See what I did? See what I did right there? Yeah, y'all saw that, didn't you? Yeah, 20 years and over 2,000 moves. They got you on that. All right, let's get back to some crazy stories. In Cobb County, Georgia, voters are checking out the actions of their sheriff with raised eyebrows. Why? Well, body cam footage appears to show Sheriff Craig Owens calling for backup from 3 deputies because his Burger King order was wrong. He needed to find out the name of the owner so he could file a formal complaint. So when deputies went to the door to go inside, it was locked and had some have called it a form of intimidation, a waste of resources. Now, is that a waste of resources? He got onions on his burger. He didn't want it. He said it clearly. Why should he get onions on his burger?
When is your order ever right at Burger King, though?
They say,
Valid point. Valid point.
they say have it your way.
It's the wrong way sometimes, I guess.
But they'll also tell you if you say, yeah, I want to make it, they'll call you a bitch if you ask for no onions at Burger King. They don't care. They do not care there, man. The only place that has more attitude than that is Popeyes.
Rallies.
Oh, Rallies
Rallies is gangster, man.
Rallies is, but Popeyes, I'm telling you, man, they don't. Look, I went to the Popeyes. I lived in North Little Rock. We bought a house over there for a couple of years, and I had to get out. And I had to get out, man. I had to get out.
Until you try the
I had to
one
get
on
out
Broadway.
because the service is so bad. I went to Popeyes at it was like 9:30. They closed at 10.
Oh, no.
And I said, man, let me get an order of chicken tenders and da-da-da. And they were like, we're out of tenders right now. I'm like, right. I said, that's cool. I can wait.
We're out of chicken.
And he goes, no, we're not dropping anymore. Do you want the legs and thighs or do you want nothing? And I was like, isn't chicken in the name on the sign? Popeye's chicken? And you don't have chicken tendies?
Tendies.
Did you get the tenders?
No, hell no, I didn't get the tenders. I drove off. I drove off. I was like, no, I don't want chicken on the bone. I don't put bones in my mouth. Pause.
Oh, that's what say.
Huh?
We need that button.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe the sheriff would bring in officers because his BK order's wrong.
I've never had cops come for me, man.
What?
Like when I get my order wrong, I've never had
no, they never showed up
No,
to
I've
help
never
you
had
with
no
that?
cops show up and help me, man.
Did you ever call them?
But I've seen one.
I've seen people who call cops because a restaurant didn't do what they wanted.
Do they really think that's going to make a big difference?
I mean, the cops usually just escort them
out the premises.
Yeah.
Make them
Well,
leave.
yeah, normally it's just, it's time to go.
And then all the workers are laughing at you.
Or if you're in the wrong restaurant or the right restaurant, they'll just come over the counter and whip that ass.
Yeah.
You got to be careful today. You got to be careful today, man. These mugs, you cross them the wrong way, they might come across that counter and whoop that ass for you. Yeah, hand you a quick ass whooping. All right, let's get back to some other crazy stories. Check this out. Scientists in India made an amazing discovery when they found the fossil of a giant snake. They've named it Vasuki. Vasuki indicus. That sounds like some weed.
Wow, that's what I was just fixing.
That sounds like something you would smoke. Vasuki indicus.
What are you smoking on, man?
Vasuki indicus.
That's going to be the new bold strain in a month.
That'll be
I
on there,
promise
man.
you. Yeah, definitely. The snake was 50 feet long.
Holy shit.
The snake was 50 feet long. Now, they said that's about as tall as a 4-story building. They said the snake named after Vasuki, a serpent from the Hindu mythology. The entire fossil was found 50 feet long. Can you imagine a 50-foot snake?
What do you even do if that thing's coming at you, man?
What
do you do? Like if
you die.
You scream like a girl and
sit there and
run.
just let it
You
hit
die,
Like,
no.
There's nothing you can do at that point.
No, I mean it's like a grizzly bear coming at you. I mean,
like, oh,
you think I might. People they think I might have a chance with a grizzly bear. No, you don't.
No,
you don't. You have zero chance
They
with
say,
a grizzly bear.
well, they say fall on the ground if brown, and then I can't remember the other thing if it's a black bear. But
Stop, drop, and roll.
yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna run.
Drop and roll.
I don't care what color the bear is. I'm running.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not racist about bears. It doesn't matter to me.
Nope.
Polar
White bear,
black
black bear, any bear. You know, I'm running.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Even
for
a
sure.
big dog, I'm running.
He's a certain size big dogs. Listen, I'll tell you this, story. Listen, man. This is a true story, man. Had a friend of mine, a couple, and they had a dog, and it was half bull mastiff, half Great Dane.
Oh shit.
Okay, it was massive.
They did that intentionally.
Yeah, and so it's a year old, so it's still a puppy, right? This thing weighs as much as I do. I'm not kidding. I mean, it was the biggest dog I've ever seen in my life. And so we go out back to their screened-in porch, and I know he's just trying to play, but his way of playing is to bite down and pull me. And so he puts my whole hand in his mouth, and he keeps doing that. Well, then he jumps up and puts his paws on both my shoulders. Now, listen, I've never felt like a woman in my life until that moment when I felt like I can't move and I'm about to be violated.
Right.
And so I had kind of a bad feeling about this dog as it was. But we went back in and started playing Cards Against Humanity, whatever it was. But I wanted to come out, about 30 minutes later and smoke a cigarette, and I went out by myself. the dog was out there, and he was very excited to see me. Immediately comes up, and he's sitting there, and I'm like, and I tell him, don't listen, because I will talk to dogs like people. I'm like, listen, bro, don't do it. It's not going to go well.
No diddy.
I'm telling you, do not mess with me. I'm not in a mood for it. I'm trying to get my cigarette and get gone, you know. And so he starts gnawing on my hand. I'm pushing him off. All of a sudden, I see him. He those rear legs kind of spring down, and I see he's about to jump up. And I swear to God, bro, when he came up, I caught him with a right cross. Wow! Bam! I mean, just as hard as like a man. Bam! That dog sat down and just looked at me.
Did it laugh?
It didn't laugh, but it wasn't mad. I think it respected that I'd socked him that hard. But it was funny because I went inside and I said, listen, I just need to be honest with you. I just punched your dog in the face like a man. And they started laughing. I said, no, I'm dead serious. Yeah, I don't know if he'll need to go to the dentist or anything. If he does, it's on me. I did that to him. You know, I did it on purpose.
Oh, man.
You know, he didn't mess with me anymore. I will say that.
He respected you.
Yeah, no, he definitely did. All right, check this story out right here. Bath and Body Works. They're pulling this holiday candle. This happens every year.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to do something dumb. How it makes it through marketing, nobody saw this, is beyond me. All right, so what was it? Well, it's this holiday candle. Now, it looks like a snowflake, right? You got 3 almost leaf shape, kind of round with a point at the top. But for some reason, it's got 2 holes in each one.
Uh-oh.
So it looked like a KKK hood. It looks like 3 KKK hoods. It's the snowed-in candle. It's all white with the 2 black eyes in it, which aren't eyes, but that's what it looks like on a red background. Yeah, and everybody started calling it out. Of course, Bed Bath and Bath and Body Works said, "Look, we didn't mean to offend anyone. We're sorry." But I'm like, how did anybody not look at this and goes, "That kind of looks like"? I mean,
suspect.
Yeah, that's
Here.
a no-go.
Here, you can see it for yourself right there. Wow. You see it?
Yeah, that's very racist.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
There's no way anybody could not look at that and
It
go,
looks like 3 of them, doesn't it?
yeah,
It's
it looks
not
like
just
there's
one. It's
like
like
they're having
3 or
a
4.
yeah, it's like a
having
meeting,
they
a
have a
clan
party.
meeting.
It's like little white aliens.
It's a
but-
candle clan meeting.
Yeah, ask. He'll know.
Chad, you asswipe.
It's a candle.
Hold on, Chad.
It's the candle.
What you get?
That don't look too good.
What do you think?
No, it doesn't look
It
good
looks
at
like
all,
a
man.
meeting, like for real, like.
No, it's
conjured up.
it's terrible. All right, so here's another one for you that you're gonna love. Check this out. Doctors are warning people about a dangerous trend because look, you can go online and buy a lot of different things now, right?
Man.
That you didn't used to could buy. You can get all kinds of holistic medicines and whatnot. You know, they have fake weeds, they have fake this, fake that, right? Sometimes people do dumb things because, well, look, let's be honest. The shots that everybody's losing weight. You know, you've seen everybody do the shot.
Yes.
They're very expensive. If you're, you know, even with insurance, it's expensive, right? Sometimes people look for cheaper alternatives. This is not the way to do it.
Correct.
Doctors are now warning you, yes, you, about a dangerous trend where tapeworm egg pills are being
What?
sold on the dark web
No, thank you.
as a quick way to lose weight.
Whoa, I'm good.
We used to joke about this. We used to joke about it.
Yeah.
Got
Look,
a tapeworm.
Tapeworms grow up to 30 feet long in your gut. They cause weight loss because they eat the food before it can be digested. They're eating the food in your stomach. And a U.S. oncologist shared a story about a woman who bought these pills, started experiencing some health problems, as you might imagine. The woman was struggling to lose weight through diet and exercise when she came across an ad for tapeworm pills.
I call that survival of the fittest.
That is kind of survival of the fittest, isn't it? Let them do it
let 'em do
themselves,
it.
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, they should have just said, no, I don't see anything. Go ahead back home. Yeah, you go home. Said she was struggling to lose weight through diet and exercise. She came across an ad and decided to take 2 capsules, saw some weight loss, but began suffering stomach cramps and bloating. Then after passing out a few times, she finally went to the hospital, but didn't even tell them what she took. That's always the craziest thing is when people go to the hospital, they know what's wrong, but they're like, yes.
Try to find
Guess
out
what
what
it
I
is.
did. Try to find out
You
what
guess.
I did.
What's my problem? If you guess light bulb in the ass, you're right. Yes, I do have one stuck up there. They do. They go in there with things stuck up their butt, and they're like, "What's wrong? Something's
find
wrong
out.
with my stomach." You know what's
You know
wrong.
exactly
You
what's
shoved a Roman candle up your ass and lit it.
Remember when they were sticking the
Nothing
gerbils up their
accidentally.
asses and shit, like 15 years ago or so?
Oh, you
You
talking
heard about
about
the
the old
the gerbils?
the old story about what was that actor? God, Richard
somebody,
Gere.
man.
Richard Gere. Yeah, they said that he had done that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
I don't either, man.
I think you put a paper towel roll up, you put them on a string.
You know way
you-
too much about this, man.
What are you talking about? I don't know the recipe. I'm just
It sounds like it, man.
no. I never understood that either. Why do you want to put a rodent there?
Well,
Anything furry, really.
You could probably look it up on YouTube now.
What?
How to do that.
Oh, I'm sure there's several
YouTube's
instructional
got a
videos of that.
instruction
Yeah,
video
yeah.
on
You can
everything.
find about any instructional video
Yes.
now.
Yes.
Some that you don't want to see.
No.
Yeah.
I go to YouTube to fix my car all the time.
Do what?
I go to YouTube to fix my car.
Oh man, yeah, you
all
can be
the
an
time.
expert on
Do
a
they
lot of
fix
stuff,
it?
man.
Yeah, I fix it.
Oh, you fix it, not
Watch the
YouTube.
video and do it.
Instruction video.
Yeah.
And I fix my car.
Yeah,
I don't need a mechanic anymore.
that's how I learned to do woodworking and all that.
Yeah, I remember when
Then
you
I
was
cut
there.
my finger off.
You got your finger.
So there you go, YouTube. How about that for an endorsement? How's that work for you, huh? Is that a good endorsement? What?
I remember that when you almost cut your finger off.
No, I cut part of it off. I shouldn't say the whole thing. For those who don't know, I had a shop, a wood shop for a long time. I custom built stuff, and I was building this massive desk for a very good client, now a good friend of mine, out of black walnut and red oak. Which, if you don't know, on a table saw, black walnut and red oak are two of the densest woods you can have. And I didn't know because I had it was like the oldest Delta saw in history. I mean, it was from the 60s, and it had, they have these spider gears, and one of them was just broken. And so it would just turn a little bit, so it's going at instead of straight up and down, north and south, it's like between 2 and 3%, and it's moving, right? So I'm planing, basically edging all these boards. I'm just pushing one after the other, like 50 boards, round, round, round. And you shouldn't zone out.
No.
But you kind of, 50 boards, you kind of zone out
Yeah,
at some
it
point.
happens.
And I'm pushing, and it went in and it kicked back, and I thought, oh, it must just went in a little sideways. So I
Went in
pulled it back,
again.
and I just pushed it straight. And when it yanked this time, and it vibrated, I went, that was the board, not my finger, right? That was not my finger. I looked down just in time to see
Blood.
pieces of it going, and then blood.
Oh, it was squirting.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, no, it was
I'd
not
have
good.
passed out.
Now look, I was shocked because I wasn't in a lot of pain at that point. I
hit
thought
you
I
later.
should be.
It hit you later,
Well,
didn't it?
I wrapped a shock towel around it, ran in the house, ran past my wife, and she knew immediately something was up. She goes, "What's wrong?" I said, and I said, cut the end of my finger off. She just heard cut my fingers off. So she's like, "Oh, now we're on disability. We already, this is it. I'm done with this clown. He just cut his fingers off, right?" So I get back to the bathroom. I'm like, I know I have to wash this thing out, right? And I'm still shocked. I'm like, it's not hurting that bad. Soon as that water hit, bro, boom! Oh, every bit of pain showed up. Oh no, it was all there for me then. And so I said, Laura, you're going to have to take me to the hospital. We got to go to the hospital. And I didn't want to go to Saline Memorial. I did not want to. And because I've had not good experiences there, to be honest with you. They may be very different now, but then they were terrible. And I, as a matter of fact, I'd rather go to a 24-hour veterinary clinic. Okay? So, but I didn't, it was hurting too much to drive all the way to Little Rock. I said, just go over to Saline. Just go over there. Go over there, because it was right across the freeway. Go in there, and the lady at the desk, she said, well, what's wrong? And I'm like, well, here's blood coming out. I cut my finger off. And she's like, oh, okay, go fill this out.
With your bloody hand.
You should have filled it out with blood.
Yeah, all right, I'll fill it out. Sat there for like 30, 40 minutes. And finally, I'm like, hey, what's going on? Can anybody help me here? I'm feeling a little woozy. I'm losing blood,
blood.
And so they bring me into the intake room. And look, I get it. I know that there's a lot of people out there that are up to no good. okay? But she starts questioning me, right? I'm just trying to get to the doctor. I'm just trying to get to the doctor.
Thank you for
And
that.
she starts asking me all these questions about drugs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? I said, listen, if you think that I'm here to get some kind, that I stuck my finger in a saw
Just to get some.
to get some prescriptions, I don't need you to give me a single prescription. Please don't give me one. Just give me a shot to stop the pain.
Exactly.
And she goes, well, I have a question. I'm like, okay. She goes, when I ask you how much it hurts, why didn't you say 10? You said an 8. I said, well, I hold out that if I sever my leg, it probably hurts worse. So I just left a little wiggle room there in case I lost a leg.
God.
So she gets me back, and finally I get back into this room, this makeshift room. It's not even, I think it's like a broom closet they opened up to get me in. And she comes in and she goes, okay, so here's what we're going to do. It's going to get worse before it gets better. I said, lady, I
What?
just cut it off. How's it going to get much worse? She goes, I'm going to have to give you shots.
Shots. They did that to me, man.
And I said, okay, that's fine. I've done this. We can do this. We can make this happen. You know, that's fine.
Right.
And she said, and then we're gonna get that done, numb it up, get you an X-ray, get you back over here, clean it up, and get the doctor to come in. I said, okay, sounds good. She goes, okay, so I'm gonna give you 3 shots. I'm gonna give you 1 on the top and 1 on each side, but I'll do it real quick, you know. Well, I just rolled up a washcloth, put it in my mouth because, listen, back in the day when I was 16, my primary physician was kind of a horse doctor, also in Saline County. And when I had an ingrown toenail, he just gave me a shot and yanked it out with a pair of pliers, you know. Yeah, not a good time. So I understood I need to bite down on something, you know. So I bite down on it. She hits the top, and it hurts real bad. But when she does the side, she's trying to do it fast, so she hits this side and comes right behind it. I don't know if this trick had the best, unluckiest aim in the world. The tips of the needles touched. And he goes, and let me tell you, everybody in that lobby probably left because I screamed like a girl. Ah! And I know everybody heard it like, oh, I heard that up on the 3rd floor.
So we're out of here.
Yeah.
Nope.
So now here I am, numbed up a little bit. They send me over to get these X-rays, make sure the bones or whatever's there, you know. Bring me back, and I'm waiting. Me and my wife, I'm waiting. 20 minutes, 30 minutes. At 35 minutes, I walk out to the nurse's station. There's one nurse there, my nurse, sitting there eating. And she said, has nobody been there? Who else is here but you? It's you and me, lady. What are you doing? Well, I'll be back there in just a second. So she comes back and she goes, well, I've got some bad news. We're going to have to deaden it again. I said, no, you're done with that. No, we're done with that. You wash it the best you can. You're done. There's no more numbing going on. You work around it. We're done with shots. So then finally the doctor comes in. He looks down at it and he goes, man, there's nothing to sew here. He said, it's mutilated. It's done. There's nothing I can do for you. And I was like, really? And he said, yeah, but the good news is it'll probably grow back. I said, listen here, bro. I don't know where you doctor at, but I remember 8th grade science. I'm not a lizard. My limbs don't grow back. What are you talking about, man? And he was very patient with me. And he said, yeah, if it's above the first knuckle, most of the time it grows back. And sure enough, it did. Now, I still can't feel that one end of my finger at all, but it did grow back, which shocked me. You know, I was like, wow, that's crazy.
You are a lizard.
I might be a lizard man.
Lizard man.
The lizard people, they live.
I didn't know that happened.
They live.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of here and do something else. I'll come back and talk about one of our fine sponsors.
Okay, so we like our coffee dark and bitter. Doesn't mean we're not a ray of fucking sunshine.
Patrick and the people.
All right. Let me tell you about Titan Roofing. If you are in Arkansas and you need a roof, take a look at TitanRoofingCompany.com. Now look, why? First of all, you don't want to have rain coming in your house. That's a bad look, okay? But they got a 10-year transferable warranty. That's a big deal. Because if you sell your house in 5 years,
That's pretty awesome.
and you can transfer that warranty, that is a huge selling factor, okay? They do residential and commercial roofs. But let me key in on this. They're your insurance negotiator and advocate. Look, insurance adjusters, their job, they're paid to maximize benefits for the insurance company, okay? Josh, Jeremy, the guys over at Titan, they understand the metrics that the insurance companies use. Their roofing construction company has built its reputation on getting previously denied claims approved. Not only do they get your claim approved, but they handle all communications with the insurance company to make it easier on you. From day one, they do it all. So check them out, TitanRoofingCompany.com. You'll be glad you did if you're looking for a roof. They are good guys over there, good people. And if you don't know, one of the things that I've kind of implemented on our show is, at least for the first 6 months, and maybe forever, I'm not sure yet, but only local small business can advertise on the show. I've put together some rates that are ridiculously low. They're ridiculously low. I promise you that. You'll not find anything like that. And so if you're interested in getting your business out there, you're a small local business, no giant corporations, no out-of-state corporations, none of them advertising here. Only local small business. And I'm doing that because those are the folks that have supported me throughout the time I've been here and doing this, and it's my way to give back. So if you want to take advantage of that, I promise you won't find a better deal out there than what we've got, you know? So, Ronnie, tell us about what's the latest and greatest in your world, man. What's the latest and greatest rock and roll news?
Oh, let me see. I talked to Luke Shoemaker last night.
Did you? Luke is with Vantage Ruins. He'll be here Friday. Love Luke. He's man, he is on the up. They are blowing up right now. What were you guys talking about?
The podcast here.
Yeah.
What we're going to need for his acoustic set.
Yeah, they're going to do their first Vantage Ruins. And as a matter of fact, I'll get their video up on the blog today if we haven't already, because I've got it. Well, you heard the jam. You heard the single.
The link you
Yeah,
sent me,
yeah.
They're very good.
Yeah. No, they're very good. I mean, they're damn good. And they're going to do their first live acoustic performance right here in this studio on Friday.
Friday, awesome.
Yeah, they're coming in from Nashville just to do our show, which is dope.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't know, Luke is he also made our intros. Well, not the crappy one. I did that one. Okay, I cannot put that on him. Okay, but he is the one that did the intros. Like, well, here, I'll play this one. Just to watch it again if you didn't see it at the beginning of the show. This is Luke Shoemaker right here.
Know when you see them, cause they're so real. Already know exactly how you feel. See the head, not like seeing a steeple. You damn well know they're one of the people. Nobody breaks us, nobody made us. And no one can take this cause we got their fix. We are the people, we are the people, we are the people. Don't mess with this.
Let's go.
Yeah, man, I talked to Luke for a while last night. We did a lot of catching up. I hadn't seen him in a while. You know, Luke used to be my singer in a band, too.
Yes.
For a while.
Yes, he was.
Luke's great people, man. He got a shot. He took advantage of it, and he got the hell out of the state.
Well, you know what? In some cases, that is a good thing. You know, I when I was younger, I always wanted to get out of Arkansas. I thought that was the thing to do, was get the hell out of here. Now I've realized it's not what I want. You know, if I could go live in Costa Rica or something like that, yeah, I mean, I'd do that.
Different story.
But as far as cost of living, as far as people, as far as, you know, commute and all that, I love being here.
It's homegrown, man.
But if you want to succeed in the music industry or the stand-up comedy industry, or if you want to become big like that, you about have to get out of here to do it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but you do.
No, you really do. But he has broke through. He is doing well. He's up there rubbing elbows. I mean, I think he was hanging out with Corey Taylor and those guys in Slipknot the other day.
Hangs out with a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you're hanging out with Slipknot and those type of guys, writing songs with these guys,
Doing something right.
things are going pretty good. Yeah, you're getting awful close. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're real close to it right there. Yeah, I told him probably 2 years ago. I said, bro, you don't even know how close you are now. You're about to blow up, and now they are. Now they are. You know. Dark from Day One's going to be here.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, they
just got signed.
Yeah, I understood. They just got signed too. Natal and those guys over there, man, they're a phenomenal band. We're also going to have in Stays in Vegas. They're coming in.
Chris.
Chris Fulmer. Yeah, he's good people, man. I love
great
Chris.
people, man.
Very good people. Josh Stewart's going to be in.
Oh, my old singer.
Yeah, another one of you. I think everybody sang for you at one
Right.
point or another that's in Arkansas, hadn't they?
I think so.
How many bands have you been part of in your life? Do you even know?
Four.
That's it, 4.
Just 4. Yeah, I started 2. I was a lead singer of 2 bands.
Iron Ton's one of them.
Iron Ton, Rehab Superstar.
Okay.
Now I jumped board with Dark from Day One for 11 years, 12 years.
Yeah.
And then I was asked to go out with Scotty Austin from Saving Abel.
Right.
And I toured with him for 2 years, and I'm back here now.
Now, touring with him, what was the coolest place y'all played?
Man, it was so many. I think up in Manhattan, I really liked it up there.
And where?
Manhattan.
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 Where's that at? Manhattan.
You don't know where Manhattan is?
Do I look
New
like a map?
Jersey? You look like you know your way around.
All right, that's
Up in
fair.
New York.
That's fair. That's fair.
Let's just go New York.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
you know, I hate New York, but
It's cool. Oh, Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Okay, Manhattan. Yeah, I thought you said Mad
Manhattan?
Hatton.
That's what I thought he was saying.
Yeah.
Manhattan.
Okay. Yes, I know where Manhattan is. Now I feel like an idiot.
Yeah, we
Hold on. I'm an
I
idiot.
loved it up there. Actually, I got to see the Amityville Horror House.
Really?
Yeah. So the perks were the best thing for touring for me, because usually I don't think I would have saw a lot of this stuff.
Out and around.
Yeah. Just
Right.
Yeah. Jump in the car and, hey, let's go down to Niagara Falls or some shit.
Yeah.
You know, it don't happen that way. But when you're on tour, you get to see a lot of things that you know you normally wouldn't.
Now, let me ask this, because you've spent many years in you know, the music business. Is it all like the Dirt from Motley Crue? Is it really like that behind the scenes?
Used to be.
Used to be.
It still is in some ways.
Yeah.
It's a dirty world. It really is. It's a dirty world.
Yeah.
Because you meet some scum. You meet
Yeah.
scum. You do. People try to take advantage of you. I'll be honest with you. You know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bullshit promoters and all that. Even some of the clubs we have played in, you found that, you know, after you know did your sound check, they really wasn't going to pay you. But usually with people like Scotty and so forth, those are guaranteed. You're guaranteed to get paid. You know. But
a lot of people don't know, Ronnie, that, you know, if you're a smaller, let's say a regional band or a local band or whatever, you might drive to, you know, play a set in Tulsa, and they may be only paying $100 for the whole band.
Yeah, and
Is that accurate? Is
that is very accurate.
Yeah.
And usually the guys that's going to play the show, they're excited as shit for $100. And you know why? Because we want to perform.
Yeah, because you love the art of it. You love the
art
music of it. Yeah.
The $100 you can keep it. Most times, you know,
what's
most
the-
bands $100 you can just keep it.
What is the most starstruck you've been by someone you met when you were out doing your thing?
Tone Loc.
That was
Tone Loc.
That'd be cool.
Let's do it.
We sat
Let's
at a
do it.
table like this and had a great time for
Really?
4 hours.
He's a pretty cool cat.
He's a great cat, man, legend. you
Yeah.
know, And
What did y'all talk about?
everything.
Just everything.
Everything.
4
We
hours.
talked
You had
about-
plenty of
yeah,
time.
well, we did a lot of rolling. And
Yeah. Okay.
a lot of
Okay. He was a
talking.
smoker, as you
yeah,
can
he's a
imagine.
smoker.
Yeah.
He's a God. The smoke he had was off the chain. Tone Loc's great people.
Yeah. That's cool,
He's great
man.
people,
That
man.
is great.
So, yeah. So
Yeah.
you know, with Scotty's effort and what he actually took me out on the road to do, I wouldn't have never met Tone Loc.
No.
You know, I would have never met anybody like that I don't think, unless, maybe even if I was still in dark from day one.
Yeah.
We kind of rolled out the carpet
Right.
and did what.
Now, but you were also a stunt man for many years.
Yes, I did that for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that for about 10 years. Coming out of high school, I got in the movie business here in the state of Arkansas with a great guy, God rest his soul, Stephen P. Size.
Okay.
He was my stunt coordinator.
Uh-huh.
He was from the 80s and the 70s. He was an old stunt man that actually worked on a lot. Baba Black Sheep, Beretta.
Okay.
And some of you guys probably don't know these shows.
Yeah, right.
I think the last big thing he worked on was Rambo, First Blood.
Okay. Everybody knows Rambo.
Yeah.
He was the stunt double for the sheriff, which was Brian Denning.
Yeah, Brian Dennehy. Yeah.
And he was his stunt double. And I mean, even watching the movie back then, before I knew Steve, or when I knew Steve and I knew he did that movie,
Yeah.
I could see it was him doing the stunts because I worked alongside him.
Right.
I knew his personality. I knew how he moved. So yeah, it was. I mean, the guy took me so far in the movie business.
So what was the craziest stunt that you did in your time as a stunt man? What do you think was the biggest stunt you pulled off?
Dragging behind a Model T Ford car in Alma, Arkansas.
Being drugged behind it?
Being drugged. Yeah, I used to do. There were certain stunts that I was pretty good at. Being hit and runs, drags, falling off buildings 30 feet or more, and ratchet pulls.
Yeah.
None of that sounds fun.
No.
Oh, it doesn't sound fun, but when you're a 17, 19-year-old kid, man, that's
And they're
you're out
paying
on
you
a
for
movie
it.
set,
Yeah.
14 hours a day. Well, I didn't get paid much, but
You got paid though.
But still, you got to hang around, be part of it, see it later on the screen, and that was cool.
and did some acting.
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, there was a couple movies I
Right.
wanted you to watch, but yeah, man, it was a great life back then. That was the 80s, man. 80s and the 90s.
The 80s were pretty cool
They
for
were,
the most
you know,
part.
you know.
You know, they were for the most part.
So stunt
Weed
work-
wasn't as good.
No, Mexican weed wasn't that good.
No, you only had three kinds. You had dirt weed, okay, the dirt weed, which would just kind of give you a headache more than anything.
I used to come home with a hole in my shirt. My mom go, "What is this?" Why wash your clothes? Why am I finding all these little holes?
You're right.
The seeds.
Seeds. Then you had regular weed, and then you occasionally somebody would say, "Well, I got skunk," and they'd have some funky stuff, but that was it. But they used to in the '80s. They'd always talk about, or in the '90s, both. Oh, you can get some of that one hit. There wasn't no one hit then.
No.
Now there's one hit.
Yeah, now there is.
So now you can hit something
30%
and be like,
stuff.
"Oh God, I don't need it
don't
anymore.
need
I'm good
that.
right there. Let me sit down now." Yeah. Now
But
we.
life was good in that aspect with the movie business. That was the film commissioner back then. I forget his name and her name, but I did a lot of work with Gary Jones Production.
Mm-hmm.
I used to do a lot of work.
Bozo.
With, Bozo.
Yeah.
I used to do a lot of work with Sarah Tackett from the agency, and
Okay.
she still runs that
Yeah.
today. The agency. I did a lot of work with Craig O'Neill back then.
Yeah.
I used to be
Crazy
dressed up
Craig
as a,
back on
I
KKYK.
used to be dressed up as a ninja.
A ninja.
I was a ninja,
Okay.
and we used to do
Glad you enunciated that very clearly.
ninja.
Yeah.
So yeah, we used to do a lot of stuff, man. Catching the wave. We used to go out to Wild River Country. Remember that?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
The Pepsi Challenge. We used
The
to do that.
Pepsi
Oh
challenge.
man, Did you
The
ever do
Pep-
it? Did you ever do it?
Yeah.
That was-
Yeah,
yeah.
Pepsi never wins
You know,
in my mind.
I remember you talking about earlier the guy going up and down the steps.
Yeah,
Me and Craig O'Neill used to do that at War Memorial Stadium.
really.
Up and down the steps.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was great. It was great.
All right. Well, now you know a lot more about Ronnie James. And Ronnie, we hadn't even scratched the surface of everything about Ronnie. He's got
Dude's a rock
he's got
star.
history on history on history. He is a legitimate rock star. We're glad that he's here. Hey, let me mention this. Lots of reasons you might need a cleaning company. Maybe you have an Airbnb, you got a business, you're moving out. Maybe you just don't like cleaning, but you don't just want anyone in your place. You want a local family business you can count on. Well, what do? Call Cheyenne at Blissful Cleaning. She's the daughter of the local owners. They're licensed and bonded. And as a matter of fact, they cleaned our studio, our bathrooms, everything. Did a hell of a job. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yeah, an amazing job. They're licensed and bonded. they'll get it clean, not your kind of clean, that other level, the really clean kind of clean, you know, the kind you don't have the energy for at the end of the day. You can call them 314-4878. It's 314-4878. Tell them I sent you, get 10% off. That's how we know this thing is working, is when you tell them I sent you. So when you call them, and you should, 314-4878. That is Blissful Cleaning. Cheyenne is just a lovely human being, one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, and her and her team will do a very good job of cleaning. So, Chad, let's talk a little bit about Conway. Now, you went to school in Conway, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
High school.
Conway High.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Short-lived.
you said short-lived. That's funny, man. So you've been a Conway resident all your life. Why do you love Conway? What is it about Conway you love?
I was born and raised here, man. Like I was.
That's
born
why?
I was born at Conway Regional Hospital. It's just home. It's just home to me, man. Like,
Okay.
The people. It's just. I've been other places and I always come back. Like, I don't know, something about Conway.
Okay. Now you are in Dogtown now. Is that where you're moved to?
Living in Bryant right now, but we just closing a house in North Little Rock.
Yes, that's what you were saying. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's big time.
Be moving as of right now at the end of the month.
Yeah. Metro Moving.
Yes.
.co.
Yeah, I got 2 days.
Yeah, metromoving.co. Go ahead and give them a call because they can help you out. Ronnie, were you born here?
Yes.
Where were you born?
North Little Rock.
In North Little Rock. You were born in
I
Dogtown.
wasn't even born in the hospital.
What?
That does not shock me.
I was not. I mean, right off the
Were you born like in a convenience store?
next to the convenience store, man.
Next to the convenience store,
yeah,
even.
you get off at the Curtis Site exit.
Yes, I know that exit.
There's a gas station right
Yeah.
Used to be duplexes right next door.
Okay.
I was born right there in that duplex.
Is that right?
Yes. I mean, my mom took
I
me
think
later
I
on.
bought some
She took me to
weed
the
in that
hospital.
duplex.
Probably did.
It might have been from him.
It might have been. 2 years old, Ronnie was just slinging weed.
But yeah, I mean, born in North Little Rock, man, and I've been at a lot of places, but you know, like he said, you always come back home.
Right.
You always come back home. I actually, me and my significant other, we purchased some property in a house about 5 years ago in Bigelow, Arkansas.
Bigelow,
Bigelow.
which is up by Ferndale, all that area. You know, it's up in that area.
Yes, and actually we were looking at places in Colorado. I was going to move to Colorado.
I remember that.
And cultivate.
Yeah.
And the places out there was just so expensive, and there was nothing to them.
Man, it is crazy, you know, when you start looking at what other places pay for housing and things like that, and you think, yeah, I'm going to move to Colorado because look, I love Denver. I love Colorado Springs. I love the state in general. It's just a cool state to go to. Yeah. But it ain't cheap.
It ain't cheap. Nope. It ain't cheap. So we decided to stay home and buy some property here. And it was much cheaper. Whole lot of property.
Yeah.
For a way lower price.
No, I've been to your home. First of all, it's lovely. And second of all, a very good value that you were able to get.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I tried to get you to move next door, but
I know. The timing wasn't good for me on that. Yeah. I still was dealing with my boys.
Yeah.
You know, we're almost there. Noah's out on doing his thing, and Tyler is 3 months, 2 months maybe from graduating Barber College.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
That is awesome, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm so glad that that he's got a trade, because when he decided college wasn't for him, I was like, well, let's see where this goes. Yeah. Because not college isn't for everybody, especially now more than ever. I mean, I think 20 years ago a degree had a lot higher value. I'm not saying it can't now, but you better have the right major.
Yeah.
If you've got a computer IT related degree, if you've got an engineering degree, if you've got something of that nature, but if you've got another liberal art degree,
Yeah.
another English degree. I mean, no disrespect, but
Anthropology or
anthropology. Well,
anthropology.
there's probably not a lot of that around here right now, you know. So if you're going to go to school, at least go for something that's going to get you paid.
Right.
Because a lot of these degrees have been watered down a little bit.
Really, they have.
You know.
People still working at McDonald's. with it.
Waste a lot of money.
Right,
and a lot
yeah.
of time.
Man, I was seeing what was it? Was it a Buc-ee's maybe? Or something where they paid some outrageous amount?
They
I
do.
sent you that, I think.
They
Did
do.
you?
Yeah, it had like all the
Yeah,
the
like they paid
managers,
like
yeah, $100,000.
20, 30 bucks an hour,
I
man.
was curious how.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
managers like
thinking,
100,000.
Man, I may quit real estate and just be a cashier at Buc-ee's if it's that good.
They got one.
That's a
coming.
lie. I'm not going to do that, by the way. I'm never going to check you out at Buc-ee's. I can promise you.
I think every band out there wants to stop at a Buc-ee's.
You know, everybody talks about it. You know, I know everybody's excited about it coming. I've seen pictures of it.
It's insane.
You know, everybody. I guess if it comes, I'll be happy. Yeah, I'll go see
Never
it.
been?
Yeah.
I haven't ever been to one.
Never been to a
man.
Buc-ee's?
I've never been to a Buc-ee's.
Oh, you're in for an experience.
Oh, you're
man.
in for it, man.
Now, when I was a
Wow.
kid,
The
there was
barbecue sandwiches are off.
Stuckies.
The wall.
Remember Stuckies?
Oh, yeah, I remember Stuckies.
That's for old people.
Yeah,
You know, my parents would stop at Stuckies, you know, somewhere along the way so they could buy me some kind of activity book
Yeah.
to keep my mouth
your
closed
mouth
for 2 or
closed in
3
the back
hours
seat, yeah.
while we made it to Dallas.
Are we there yet?
Yeah, no, because I was that kid. Yeah, yeah, no. There were many times the hand came to the back seat. You know, pow. You know what I'm saying?
Slam on the brakes a little bit.
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, my mom did that once. Of course, it was the '80s. Seat belts, you know, were
Out the window.
they were optional.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it'd be tucked down in there. Sometimes it wouldn't even be there. Nobody really cared.
We're in a car, man.
No,
Who cares?
nobody cared. So
5 kids in the front seat.
we just all got hot dogs and we're sitting there in a van, and one of those shaggin' wagon vans, you know, with the captain's chairs and all that. My mom was cruising down Geyer and slammed the brakes. Every one of the kids, the hot dogs hit the windshield, mustard everywhere. You know, we're laying on the floor. Or you go ride in the back of a pickup, be sitting on the pickup going down the interstate.
Yes.
What's up? What's up? You know, now you see that, you'd be like, I'm calling the police.
Yeah, for that now.
Remember the station wagons?
Oh,
All the
yeah.
kids in the back, looking
the
out the
back
window.
glass.
Yeah,
Yes.
flipping
pointing
the
at
guy off.
you,
Yeah.
Flipping you off. No.
Yeah, they'd be getting mad back there. You'd be making faces, doing things. Your dad like, what's going on? I don't know. He's got road rage, I guess.
Parents in the front seat smoking cigarettes.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
yeah. No. That's absolute truth.
That's true.
My dad he'd leave the window cracked like this. And I asked him one time, why didn't you roll it down? Well, because it doesn't suck out as much if you roll it all the way down. You're a liar. I have asthma because of that. I think I went to the ER 3 times between like 4 and 6, and because for asthma, and they'd be like, "Do you have allergies?" No, my dad smokes in the car with the window up. No, but they smoked everywhere. They smoked in the car, in the house. I mean, you could smoke literally in the airport, in the hospital, in the hospital room,
I should have brought the.
on an airplane.
Remember the McDonald's
little
ashtrays?
tins.
The little aluminum ones?
Aluminum ashtrays.
Yes.
Remember that? I mean,
The
you can smoke
gold
in
ones. I
McDonald's.
forgot about that.
Waffle House.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sure could. Now they did have. I don't think they do anymore, but now it's called the Woodside Woodfire Grill, something like that. But it used to be Western Sizzler.
Okay.
But they had a separate glass room inside the restaurant.
smoke.
That was the smoke chamber.
Yeah.
And it's like going to the airport now, the one smoke area they have. When you come out, you smell like Paul Mall. You should legally change your name because you smell like you've been living in a butt can by the river. You know what I mean? But nobody cared. Look, you'd smoke at work. People didn't smoke. You'd be like, could you blow that away? You'd be like, screw you, man. Get over
Sit
here.
somewhere else.
You know, you didn't care.
Did they smoke in court?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely
You
they
can fire
did.
it up in court.
Absolutely.
You know, I dropped a joint in court one time.
Lit or not?
No, it was not lit. It fell out my pocket. And,
Did you pick it up?
Oh, yeah, I stepped on it first and looked around.
I left it on the ground.
No, I didn't do that.
Been like, oh.
Chad said he'd leave it on the ground. Joints were too hard to come by
Too
then.
expensive. No.
No, it was too hard to get then, man. You had to make arrangements, man.
Yeah.
Remember, you used to have to call somebody, and then you'd have to use code like, do you have any of those green popsicles? Like, they could never figure that shit out. They'll never figure out green popsicles, you know. Yeah, you got then you'd set the time to go, and you'd hope that your guy wasn't another kind. I used to have a weed dealer named Frank. Frank, he liked to mess with other things that involved hypodermics, and so I'd call him, and he'd say he had the weed, but by the time I got over there, he'd be all passed out, and I'd be like, "Damn, man." One time though, it did work out to my advantage. One time, he gave me the weed twice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't give you that bag, did I? Nah, you sure didn't, Frank. You sure didn't, buddy.
Nope.
All right, let's talk about one of our fine sponsors here. Hey, look, if you're dealing with a family law matter, it's important to choose a lawyer that understands what you're dealing with and has the experience to guide you successfully to the best possible resolution. Now, I know Bonnie Robertson, and at Robertson, Oswald, and Noni, they've been providing effective family law representation to clients in Little Rock for many, many years, okay? And they are amazing. Matter of fact, she just wrote this book. She's going to be a guest on our show to talk about her book. But if you need family law representation, if you need help with whether it's divorce or separation or anything like that, then just give them a call, 1-866-311-3815, 866-311-3815. They do everything and anything when it comes to custody, dispute, divorce, anything like that. So, nobody wants to go through that, but if you have to, you damn sure want an attorney who knows what they're doing, because there's nothing worse than getting your ass handed to you in court and, losing custody, things like that. She's an amazing attorney. I can definitely vouch for her on that. Okay. My guy Tommy says our music was too loud. It was too loud. It was burning your ears up. So that's on us. We'll adjust that one down for you. All right. Let's see what else we got here going on today. I did want to talk about this. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick, because this was a good story that I saw yesterday. Wanted to talk about Elon Musk and this new Optimus robot. I don't know if you guys have seen this Optimus robot. I've been watching videos of it for the past week. They unveiled it when he unveiled this new robo-taxi, right? But this robot, it's not, you've seen some kind of robotish things out there, but this one legit looks kind of humanoid in its shaping. It can walk, it can talk, it can carry a conversation. In the video, he was making drinks in the video. It was making drinks in the video. 2 Chainz was meeting one of them, saying, "I'm about to buy you."
Some Balenciagas or something.
Yeah.
I'm hearing Terminator.
Well, that's what some people say. Is it that level? Now, allegedly, as we all know, they program it in not to harm humans, right?
Yeah.
But not
that
ever.
always works.
Does it have the one rule?
The one rule. That's right. The one rule. They can't violate it, but they can. Yeah, you have to be crazy to think that they're not going to. Look, I can jailbreak my Amazon Fire Stick.
Right.
You think I'm not going to be able to jailbreak my
I
Android?
don't think they're gonna get tired of you telling them what to do and flip out one day and just be like, "No, I'm tired of this," and just go post.
Just smoke your
We were
ass.
just talking about people chasing dogs with vacuum cleaners.
Yeah. No.
You don't think
Can
they're
you
gonna
imagine
Oh
that?
man,
They're
yeah.
gonna break into
Now that's
these.
what Laura was saying. Is she goes, well, what's to prevent someone from using these robots as an assassin?
Yeah.
I said, well, the laws of robotics. And she goes, yeah, well, who makes that?
A man.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, no, you're right. But the question is, when I was watching them, they have all of the dexterity. They can walk. They can pick things up. Now they can actually do jobs. They could build things. They can make things. They can do customer service. They can actually do jobs.
Scary, man.
Is that something that?
No, that's a no.
No bueno.
What are we gonna do if we don't have jobs? We're just gonna sit
We're just
around?
gonna be lazy.
No, I don't know,
They
man.
said $30,000.
He said $20,000 to $30,000 is what he would expect, and they were gonna finance it. And look, if you're gonna buy a car, you're damn sure gonna buy a robot.
So we got this too. Felix Rose was the first person to be arrested by a robot.
What?
In Texas.
When-
Like a couple weeks ago.
What?
Felix Rose was the first person to be arrested by a robot police officer in Texas.
Arrested? How did
Arrested.
that happen?
Well, I
Did
went
they
to his
pull a
home-
gat?
I don't know.
Did they pistol whip you? Did they beat him?
I'm sure the guy gave up when he
Did
saw
they
it.
violate his
They
rights?
violated his rights. In this incident, Rose was wanted for a parole violation,
Okay,
and the police barricaded him in the room of his hotel.
and sent the robot in.
Sent the
Open
robot in
fire.
to do the dirt
And
work.
opened fire on he opened fire on the police, including the bomb squad.
Yeah.
So they deployed a robot to
They
go
sent
in
the
and
T-2000, baby.
Like, we'll
So,
get
so
you.
They
we're
sent the
talking about it.
Terminator.
Yes. So we're talking about it, and it's happening. It's happening in law enforcement.
That's pretty
So-
wild, isn't it? When you
Can you
think
imagine
about
getting
it.
pulled over by a freaking robot, man?
Well, you remember, was it Judge Dredd?
Yeah,
Oh,
of course. Yeah,
already
Judge Dredd.
deemed,
Yeah.
you're already deemed
Yeah.
guilty.
Yeah.
There's no
We've watched
court.
every
We
movie
haven't
about
court.
this.
Yeah, no, we have.
RoboCop,
Right here.
like,
And they all end the same way. They
Right.
end bad.
Well, I've always predicted. See, I think the job ones are kind of scary because they could take your job, but I'm still not at frightened stage yet. Now, I'll tell you what is that threshold for me. When they make a hot robot that you can take home and do your business with,
You know it's coming.
and then make toast to, and then put it in the closet, say, I'm done, go get in the closet.
Yeah. Well,
That's when the world's done. People aren't going to leave the house.
They probably already have that in China.
I'm sure they've got something.
Have you looked on Temu lately?
Oh, man.
On Temu?
Oh, man. No.
You can get a lot of
I
stuff
bought my
on Temu.
girlfriend from Timu.
Man, you know, I'd be a little scared of that robot. That's the one where you might do something. If it short circuits you, you can't have that.
Next thing they'll be selling them used on Swap Shop.
oh man,
Oh,
nobody
no.
wants to use robot.
Are they going to have dishwasher safe removable parts? I mean, how does that?
Don't get it wet.
Like 100,000
That's
miles
kind of
past.
hard. I think
Kind
they're
of
gonna
hard
have to-
not to get it wet.
they're gonna have
you
to-
know, really. It's kind of hard. Synthetic skin, maybe. What do you think it's gonna happen?
Yeah, I think so.
Little Diddy oil.
A little Diddy oil. A little Diddy oil. Could you please give me a little Diddy oil so I can service your account? I'm not doing it barehanded again. You're rubbing the paint off.
Friction, it's bad.
All right. Let's see. I do need to bring in one more sponsor that I wanted to tell you about today. Listen, if you are thinking about buying a house, and a lot of people are right now, it's a good market for that. Josh Taylor over at AMC Mortgage, he's our people. He's local, and he really does an exceptional job. He's one of those people that actually talk to you, listen to you, and he said his mission is to treat every client as a friend and make their home buying experience really enjoyable. And he's done it for many of my clients. He helped one of my clients the other day. Swear to God, they bought a home. They spent $500 and bought a home.
What?
$500 is what they brought the day they bought that home.
Down payment.
$500 is what they brought the day they bought that home.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
That's crazy. That's crazy, isn't it? Now, he can do conventional FHA. If you don't know about rural development, or you'll hear them called RD loans, they're really good on lower credit, and they don't require a down payment. And that's a really nice thing to have. It is a big thing. But anyway, Josh, he does VA loans, a lot of VA loans, and they don't charge for the underwriting or any appraisal fees, which is cool. You can call Josh at 351-2579. It's 351-2579 AMC Mortgage. And yeah, they have some crazy loan products out right now. Look, I tell people this, if you're wondering, can I buy a house? Do you have 580 credit or better? That's the question. Now, the higher it goes, the better, obviously, your deals can get. But if you've got a 580 or better, you got a fair shot that you could buy a home. And maybe without coming out of pocket very much. You know, it's possible. Not every deal is going to be that way, but
No, mine wasn't, but
No, and a lot. Mine wasn't either.
No.
No, I assure you mine wasn't.
I
But
bought mine
these are
during
newer
COVID.
products. Oh, did you? Yeah. When everybody was bidding like crazy. Yeah, you know, you'd bid on a house and 8 other people would bid on it.
Yeah.
You'd overbid on it.
Yep.
That's how we bought our house in
That
North
was
Little
a
Rock.
nightmare for like 6 months. It was a nightmare. Man.
Yeah, that's how I ended up in North Little Rock. Laura said, "Can I bid on this house? The one house. The one." She said, "Can I bid on it?" I was like, "Sure."
You let her overbid?
Well, we did agree on it as a group. Let me say that. Me, her, and the realtor. But yes, I did. And because we thought it would never appraise for that much. Surprise.
Man.
In COVID, it appraised for whatever they said it would.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't even matter. You know, literally in the past 2 years, the prices here have gone up 15 to 20% on a home
Yeah.
in 2 years. The values pricing.
Oh yeah, the value's gone up.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we paid $215 for ours. It's well over 300 grand now. I mean, we did a lot of work to it. Still
Yeah.
doing some work
Well,
to
sure,
it. Well, it might be even close to the 400,000 out. You know, we're like two miles away from a resort that they're building out
Yeah.
by Maumelle, and the homes in the area are shit, $500,000, $1 million.
Yeah.
Make all the property value
Yeah.
go up.
Yeah, no, it's always good. Yeah.
That's gonna help you.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they love it when big homes come. They hate it when Walgreens comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they hate. All right, now let's we need to get to some really, really, really bad things that have happened to people recently. And this is a bit that we have every day about this time. And it's called This Shit Ain't Funny. Let's play the intro.
Listen up now, I'll tell you a story. Without a doubt, it's kinda gory. It's the worst news you could ever hear. Things just like this make you fear. Buying lunch on a dumb guy's knee, or a big aardvark drowning some honey. Why you laughing? Why you laughing? This shit ain't funny. What? This shit ain't funny. This shit ain't funny. What? So stop laughing. This shit ain't funny.
Have I told you that we're not FCC bound anymore?
This shit ain't funny. What? So stop
Tommy's trying to tell me
laughing.
something. Hold on.
I think he's saying he couldn't hear the music.
You can't hear me?
Oh, that ain't no good.
Me? I'm right here. Who's not hearing me? Huh?
Can they hear me?
Can they hear Chad?
Can you hear me?
You hear the music running?
Let's see.
We're good.
How about now?
No, it's good. There.
We're good.
Okay. All right. We're good.
back.
We're good.
That was also Luke Shoemaker.
Do what?
That was also Luke Shoemaker.
That was
singing
also Luke Shoemaker. Yes. All right. So let's talk about this because this is an Arkansas one, and this is pretty crazy. All right. An Arkansas father and combat veteran is facing first-degree murder charges, possibly in Lone Oak County, for shooting and killing a 67-year-old man found in a vehicle with his missing 14-year-old daughter.
I heard that.
Yeah, I have
Right?
heard this.
Right? You
Yes,
remember
yes,
that story?
yeah.
So on October 8th, Aaron Spencer called the Lone Oak County Sheriff's Department. He reported his 14-year-old daughter missing. Deputies were en route to the home. Spencer called back at 1:12 a.m. to say he found his daughter in a truck with a guy named Michael Fozier, a 67-year-old man. After pursuing him, there was a vehicle crash, at which point an altercation ensued. Spencer shot Fosler during that altercation. Now, he had previously been arrested and booked in July by another law enforcement group for internet stalking a child and sexual assault, according to the sheriff. Spencer's wife wrote an update on social media saying, we absolutely called 911 during the entire event. We had no idea this man was in contact with our child again. He was waiting 6 to 9 felonies for what he did. He was looking at the rest of his life in jail, and our daughter was the only witness. So they're still not sure what he's going to be charged with. But honestly,
Protecting his daughter.
Right?
I mean,
Last
would
I-
you do it? Would you do anything differently there?
Last I heard, the father was released.
Yes, he got out.
Yeah,
of
no,
jail.
he is
He's out of jail.
released.
But they did take the donation page down right when this happened.
Really?
I mean, he had a fundraiser up there, and for some reason, the internet said, "Hey,
You don't deserve
you
it.
don't deserve it."
Yeah.
He's protecting his family. He's protecting his daughter.
Yeah, no,
I don't know one father that
Would not
Right.
have
Would not have done
anything.
that.
Yeah.
no, I'm pretty sure he knew what the risk was when he
Yes.
did it and
Yes.
said, yeah, no, I'll take that
And,
risk.
and from what I had read of the article, which I've been up on this story for a while, is his daughter, I think, he didn't know if this guy was going to take his daughter off and kill her because,
Right.
number one, he was already
He'd already been in contact with
been
her once.
contacted with
Yeah.
her once. And I think some of the charges was related to her, if I'm not correct. Or,
What do you mean?
They had previous.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. No, they were. I think some of them were. Yeah,
yeah, so,
absolutely.
I mean, this guy's in,
It's always crazy when you see like what was that show with Chris Hansen, the one where they
Oh yeah, catching a pedophile.
did
Oh,
to
yeah,
catch a
yeah,
predator
yeah.
or whatever it's
Yeah.
called,
Predator, yeah.
where they walk in and they're holding a sixer of, some kind of Zima or whatever, and like, so what were you gonna do
What
with
was
that?
your plans tonight,
No,
sir?
I just wanted to tell her about the dangers. It's a risky. Yeah, that's why you have the condoms too. That makes sense. It makes sense.
Chloroform.
Chloroform. All right. Let's get to some really gruesome stuff here too. Authorities in Ohio have released the identity of a man that was found inside an abandoned car wash.
What?
Yeah, the Franklin County Coroner's Office announced on Friday that fingerprints helped identify the body found at the car wash as 53-year-old Christopher Coleman. His remains were found inside the former superwash. Police found his body, quote, badly decomposed inside one of the car wash bays. Well, my first question is nobody using the car wash?
That's a bad place to hide a body.
Right?
yeah.
I mean, it does seem like a really high traffic area to leave, and maybe you wanted him to be found.
You sure the guy didn't work there and just
Yeah.
couldn't get no cars to come in and wash?
I mean, he could have just died in the car wash, couldn't he? I don't know. Said he was reportedly alive as recently as a month before.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, the fingerprints used to identify him. Okay, he had been arrested, and that's how they knew who he was. But
What did he die from?
well, they're trying to determine that from the autopsy. But probably a drug overdose. It looks like.
Probably.
Maybe he was doing his thing there at the car wash, and
Abandoned car wash.
at least it was a clean death. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see here. Okay. Hold on, I've got some other ones that I want to get to here that are kind of, man, a lot of these are really, really bad. By the way, did you see yesterday I think the Trump was having a rally. Oh, hold on.
Can't do that.
He was having a rally, and they arrested another guy outside.
Take his ass out, man.
With a fake homemade license plate.
With a fake press pass, with a handgun, with high capacity magazines, and a shotgun.
How did they even let him get into the event?
Get in
That's
there.
what he made it through like one or two checkpoints, and they
You
got
can't
him
even
at
get to
third
the
or
schools
something.
now without being patted down and a metal detector.
Now, from what I understand, he told them, I'm a Trump supporter. And they said, okay.
Come on in. Yeah, no,
That'll get you
Oh
in.
yeah.
yeah,
All it
yeah.
takes.
That's all you got to say.
No, that's great. That's fantastic right there. Yeah, no, that's pretty wild that they want this guy.
What is that? 3?
That's if you're counting.
That we know of.
He said if you're counting.
If you're counting,
I'd
that's
be
right.
counting if I was him.
They want him bad.
The remains of an American woman have been found in a shark. Yeah, that's what I said, inside a shark.
Whole?
Yeah, well,
How many remains?
how many remain? She disappeared on vacation in Indonesia while she was on a diving trip, according to her friend. Her name's Colleen Monfort, 68, and she was diving with friends near the coast of Indonesia when she didn't resurface. 2 weeks after she disappeared, they saw a shark in distress and killed it. And when they cut it open, they found the body in there, still wetsuit, everything, bathing suit.
Wow.
Just kind of decomposed. But, I mean, where were our friends on this?
That's what I was thinking.
She
like,
didn't resurface. They're like, to hell with
Yeah,
it. We
hell
gave you
with it.
long enough.
She's
We're
gone,
going home.
man. We gotta go.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
drinks, man.
Yeah.
We got reservations
Yeah.
for dinner.
How do you do that to another person? Just leave them.
Well, you get in your car and you load up and you
pull
go
off.
drive. I guess they're not going to
we
drink
all
these
came
beers.
together. We all came together.
Yeah.
One of them ain't coming back.
We're going to use less gas on the way home. Man, she was 68 though, and that shark
Maybe
ate.
that's just like they're just like, oh, she drowned.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised he ate a 68-year-old. That sounds.
Probably why the thing was in distress.
That you think that's what it was? It was in distress.
They got food poisoning.
What does a shark in distress look like? Do they hold up a sign? Do they wave a fin?
Belly up and stuff. Like,
I mean, it's like a goldfish that you've overfed. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know, man.
I don't even know what a shark in distress would look
I
like.
wouldn't want to see a shark in distress or in person or. I'm
No,
good.
that's probably.
Shark in distress.
Yeah. You're thinking about that too?
Yeah. I'm like,
Is he flapping a wig like?
yeah. Hey, I need some help over here.
Help me over here, guys.
Yeah, use a little help. Hey.
Maybe it's got a.
Throw me a raft.
It's crazy.
All right. You think of sharks, of course, they're dangerous, but a river otter, you might not.
Oh, them things are like little ninjas, man.
They're little badasses. A river otter pulled a young kid underwater in Washington State Thursday morning while a mother and child walked on a marina dock. So the otter continued to attack as the mom struggled to pull her kid up from the water at the Bremerton Marina. She was bitten on the arm by the animal. The pair were pursued by the otter as they left the dock. That's according to the Department of Fish and Wildlife. Now, the kid had scratches, bites on the head, face, legs.
Damn.
Had to be hospitalized. That's
What are you doing if something like that happens to one of your kids?
I start kicking the hell out of them. I'm gonna still go punt that otter. I'll tell you that.
I don't know. That sounds like one of them furries done went wild.
Right. I'm with you
sure
on
that was
one,
a real
man.
otter?
That was not a real otter in this story.
Someone who identified as an
he
otter.
identified as an otter.
Yeah, that's a whole
That's
different
a
thing
whole
if you
different
identify
story,
as
man.
an otter. Yeah. Just like I identify as a platypus, right? Yeah, we've all learned that today, that I identify as a platypus. Hey, I do want to, I think I've got one more that I want to tell you about, one more sponsor today that is really important to us. And this is a good one because, look, you got to think about the future. You really do. And so if you're dealing with preventative maintenance, estate planning is the key. A lot of people come in after the death of a loved one and they'll say, but mom said we were supposed to split the house, but dad wanted the hunting lease to go to, and they start arguing over these things. Then the evil sibling comes in at the last minute. You know, the parent changes it all. Bam, disinherited. A lot of people have misconceptions about inheritance laws and greedy family members, and they have the unfortunate task of exposing both of them. So educate yourself before you need Kristen Riggin. But if you're going to deal with probate, if you're going to deal with inheritance, if you're going to deal with those kind of things, you probably want to give her a call. She's real people helping real people. You can check out rigganlaw.com. It's RIGGAN law.com. I see that a lot. I had that. You do? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was selling a house for a family that the owner had died and left it to them. But there was a lot behind the scenes that had to happen because they didn't have a will. And if you don't have a will, a lot of people think by default, what do you think happens if you have a house and you die, who do you think owns it by default if you're married with kids?
I think the state takes it, don't they?
Nope.
I figure go to your wife and then
Nope.
or to your kids.
Bingo, the kids.
Yeah, that's what I would
The
think.
kids are
the
next in
beneficial-
line. Yeah.
Kids are next
The
in
kids are the next in
So you have
line.
to fight your wife. The kids and the wife would have to fight. them.
I've seen it happen. I've
That's
seen that
insane,
happening.
man.
Yeah, where they were arguing over that.
You got enough
Destroying
stuff to deal
families.
with.
Yeah, no.
man.
So you don't want to do that. You know, you don't want to mess with that. Just go see Rig and Law. Let them help you out and sort through that because it's already a tough time, a difficult
Yes.
time. If you've ever dealt with that, we had to when, my father passed away. And look, you're not in your right state
No,
of
you're
mind
dealing
as
with
it
enough
is.
as it is.
Yeah,
man.
you're dealing with a lot. And if I had it to do over again, I'd just had him cremated and put in a coffee can. Sorry, Dad. But I would have.
Hey, that's
No.
what most people are doing now.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want to be cremated.
Let it go.
Yeah, shot out of a cannon, something like that.
Roll me up.
Made into toilet paper so I can tear that ass up one more time. Oh, that's terrible. I should not. I'm wrong for that. I think we should just end the show right now. Let's do it. It's been a great day, a great first show. I know we're probably ending it a little early today, but we'll get into the flow. I hope everybody's had a great time. We're going to add the call-in number. Be sure and go over to patrickandthepeople.com or on our social media. Share this. It's going to turn into a podcast here shortly, and you can listen to it, watch it again, share it with friends, share it with family. Tell everybody we're back, bitches.
Back.
We're back. It's on. Let's do it. Let's wrap this show up.